Beautiful night for football, Bob. And again, you get the first 2 weeks, and we talk about the real deal tonight. You play Washington. They open up the Mid-Illini Conference. There are a ton of great games on the schedule tonight. You have Pekin at Dunlap, Morton at Metamora, who has not won yet. Morton's 2-0. Pekin at Dunlap, as we mentioned, East Peoria Limestone. So what a great Week 3 in the opening of the Mid-Illini Conference, and we are front and center here at the 50-yard line.
This is what it's all about. You know, you want to get to this point of the season, you know, to get the conference season started. This is the real deal. You know, this is how you test yourself to see where you are after your first 2 games played. We're 2-0. They're 1-1. The first question everybody brings up is quality of an opponent. You know, that's one thing you can look at. I'm going to look at what we've done against the teams we played against. And right now, we're playing pretty good football.
When you look at this, and it's been a week, and Coach Myers has understood this. This is, of course, being 5 years in a program, understanding going to have those kids getting beat up, some nicks, some ankle type of things to go through. Went that this week, really. Ethan Magnuson's going to be back 100% this week. You had also Drake Yerbick a little hobbled this week during a particular time. You had, when you look at it, Dylan Walton will be back, limited play on him. Might not see questionable, again, Gabe Gossett. Again, he got hurt a little bit this week as well, but he was on a lot of first team running some of the O. And so we will probably see Evan Otto a little bit more offensively at the tight end. He and Nathan Lucas will probably flip there a little bit. But it's it's time you understand that you really don't have to beat the heck out of each other, during the week. You want to get through healthy, and you want to be ready for your Friday night in the Mid-Illini Conference first and foremost.
Yeah, I think you're looking at, a week through the season, you're trying to hone your craft and cut down on mental mistakes and fundamental mistakes made during the game. And that just comes with progression. You know as well as I do, each week, with repetition, things can get a little easier. So hopefully when you look at this game tonight, we'll play a little better all-around football and show Washington what we're actually made of.
Instead of, we'll get to some of the really specifics of the Mid-Illini Conference, and Washington definitely over the last 10 years has been the most dominant team. They really supplanted Metamora in that category. Before we get to that, a couple of things stat-wise, and again, rushing to football, 300-plus. Bobby, in regards to those, talk a little bit of break some of those down. What's the important thing you see out of the early stat-wise for this offense and defense?
Well, first and foremost, we're averaging 43.5 points a game. You can't win ball games unless you score points, and we're doing just that. And just in the reverse, we're allowing 6.5 points per game. I don't care who the opponent is. When you have a difference like that as far as points scored and points allowed, that's a good thing to see. And I think the other thing that I like the most is rushing yards per carry on the opponent. We're allowing 1.6 yards per carry by the opponent so far.
And I think that's going to be the difference tonight. Can your defense really limit the big plays and keep us close to get things going offensively? And I think that's going to be really a challenge. And I think this defense is definitely up for that test.
I think they are too. And I think when you look at the Panthers, Leon, they're going to go for broke. They're going to definitely try and air the ball out and see what our secondary can do as far as coverage. They've got some good side kids on the outside. We've got some talent out there defensively. It's going to be a nice head-up matchup come the game tonight.
When you look at their quarterback, and it's one of those things, it's a pass down, again, now the third tradition with the Fisher, Caleb Fisher now. He is just a junior, but dangerous because the ability he has. He's got a real strong arm, but he has the ability to work out of the pocket on that read option. He's going to be a guy that really going to have to get their focus and where he's at on the field, because he can really continuation of a play. And I think that's going to be the key thing, that we can't allow him to, again, miss tackle and, again, him get outside the pocket, use his legs, and then use his arm to beat us down the field.
Well, you ruined one of my keys to the game, so I thank you for that. It's what I talked about with Fisher, and that's extending plays. I mean, you hit the nail on the head. One thing with his leadership and being a 3-year starter is the fact that he can extend plays and give his team a chance to put points on the board.
Let's take a look at the Washington, of course, last year, 2016, 2015. They were the conference champions. They have now put together 14 championships, 11 undefeated titles. And as we take a look at really their head coach, as we take a look at them, 13 seasons now, what they have done, 14 Mid-Illini titles. He has won 5 as a head coach, that being Darryl Crouch in his 13th season. Very impressive, as they have a very strong junior class. That will lead the way with Caleb Fisher and also the senior Josh Schellenberg in the running back. The guy to keep an eye on in their junior class, J.J. Goodday. He is a big dude, man. He's the defensive tackle. He'll be a lineman as well. And you take a look at his size, 6'8", 245, and he is just a baby, man. He is just a junior. We saw his progression on the basketball court, and now he's transforming into really a D and O lineman for Washington Panthers.
I'll tell you what, he put some muscle onto that frame, being 6'8". He's going to get a lot of D1 looks for it's all said and done with.
When you look at this little Giant team, Bob, and I know we take a look at reducing mistakes and, of course, penalties. They kind of go, hand in hand in regards to that. That's another area that I know that Coach Myers, he's a little different in handling. He's not the most stern, but he'll let you know. You know what I mean? He gives you a little idea. It says, you know what, just do your job. And he treats them a little differently than we have seen some other head coaches. He has a different, unique rapport with his football team.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a camaraderie, with his experience here at Canton. And, I think the kids respect him, and they should. He's a well-rounded coach. He's learning the offensive stuff as we go, and I think he's done a sufficient job so far. And I think when you look at what Cody's trying to accomplish is he wants these kids to follow his lead, but he wants them to lead by example. That's what Cody does too.
We'll take a look at later at halftime, the IPEVA State Bank senior halftime interviews. Blake Poston and also Drake Yerbich. That'll be our halftime. And, of course, streamed online at 1560 WBYS.com. You're listening inside to our pregame show. It's brought to you by the Graham Health System. Shop the Graham Thrift Shop at 175 South Main in Canton. All proceeds remain local. We'll hear from the head coach, Cody Myers, when we continue. Little Giants 2-0. Washington comes in at 1-1. One thing we want to mention a little bit against some of the others. We mentioned Metamora all leads all teams with 20 championships, 15 undefeated. Also Canton, a couple of titles, 2003 most recent, 1998 we were co-champs. Limestone has won 3 titles. Morton 1 title. Dunlap, Peak, and IVC East Peoria still have not been able to claim to a Mid-Illini Conference championship in now the 36th season of the Mid-Illini Conference. According to the latest Associated Press high school football rankings, Canton remains number 4 this week in Class 4A. In 5A this week, out of the Mid-Illini, number 5 is Dunlap, 7 is Washington, and number 9 is Morton this week. That's kind of a surprise taking a look at they have given up, I should say they have scored 90, but they have given up 80 points. So we'll see what happens tonight. A lot of the Journal Star folks are picking Metamora tonight. You're at home. I think you have to go with them.
I agree.
Morton still, if they would win tonight, Morton wins in Metamora, then they're going to start turning some heads and thinking in terms we will of later down the season in our week competition against them on the road.
I mean, they're following the Peoria high mode, and that's get as many points on the board as you can, and hope your defense can make a stop or two. And you know what? A lot of folks might not think it's very good football, but it worked pretty well for Peoria last year.
Absolutely. Temperatures in the 70s, clear sky. We got beautiful weather, great crowd on hand, both sides. Washington, as usual, they always do a great job bringing fans as well as the Little Giant folks here tonight, here from our AM 1560, 93.7 FM broadcast from the press box area here at Memorial Stadium. More coming up. We'll have a visit with the head coach, Cody Myers. We'll take a timeout. Our countdown to kickoff for about 22 minutes. For right now, we'll get it away. The Mid-Illini Conference season in Week 3 tonight. Pre-game show is brought to you by the Graham Health Shop. And again, it's a shop, the Graham Thrift Shop at 175 South Main. All proceeds remain local. Our first time out, you're listening to Little Giant Football. Bob Wagner, Leon Groover, and Vic Kusner. Back after this, quick timeouts. You're listening to the voice of the Little Giants, WBYS.
Helping bring you this event, Sedgwick Funeral Homes, located in Bartonville, Farmington, and in Canton. By Remax Traders Unlimited, Susie McMillan, your agent. Spooniver Animal Clinic, located on the north edge of Canton. by Stereo Village, located on South 4th Avenue. Canton Wesley United Methodist Church, located on North Avenue A in Canton, and Spoonriver Home Health, Quality Disposal, and Quality Roll-Off. Helping bring you this event, Monocle's Pizza, located on North 5th Avenue in Canton. In Canton, we deliver. The Bank of Farmington, with locations in Farmington and in Canton. Canton Napa, located on North 1st Avenue. Big Horse Vineyard, located near Lewistown. Lambs of God Daycare and Preschool, located on North Avenue A. And M. Bixler Video Productions, located in Canton.
I'm Jason. I'm 32, and my risk for stroke is increased by 5 times because of an irregular heartbeat called atrial fibrillation, or AFib. Because of my young age, I'm not a typical AFib patient.
And I'm Pat. I'm 62, and I'm a 2-time stroke survivor with AFib, which is most common in older people.
Together, we are faces of AFib and stroke.
Telling our stories might help save a life.
Take action today by talking with a healthcare professional about your risk, and visit stroke.org to learn more.
Pre-game show with the head coach of the Canton Little Giants, Cody Myers. It is brought to you by Big Rack Steakhouse, 1920 North Main in Canton. Enjoy a quick lunch at the soup and salad bar every day at Big Rack Steakhouse, North Main in Canton. Coach Cody Myers is with us, and real stuff begins tonight here, Cody, when we take a look at the Mid-Illini Conference opener, the 36th season. What a prestigious conference. It's going to be awesome for you to open up your kind of the first Mid-Illini Conference game tonight, and against Washington at home tonight. Great crowd. You know it's going to be just jam-packed. What are the kind of the butterflies? What are the kind of the feelings as you get ready to prepare for the opening of the conference?
Well, it's definitely a comfortable feeling being at home, and it's always nice to come in, week 3, week 1, it doesn't matter, to come home and, be in front of our fans and our community and our school. And, I think that's a comfortable feeling in our locker room. You'd much rather play these tough games at home than you would on the road. So, that'll be nice. And Washington's coming over here off a loss, so they're going to be ready to play.
I get the feeling by talking to a few of the players that in the past, when they played Washington, they've not had that certainty about their ability coming in. I sense a little different coming in this year.
Yeah, in the past, maybe we've had some issues, getting up for that game. And I think it's a little bit of, Washington is such a great program, and they're coached so well, and those kids really believe in what they're doing over there. So they're not going to make many mistakes, and when they have in the past, we haven't capitalized on it. And it's hard to beat them. They don't lose very many games. If you look at Darryl Crouch, since he's been there, he's really done a great job with their program. So, I think our kids going into this week, we have confidence about us, and last week you could see that in the Macomb game. They didn't come out and, slow down in the second half. We kind of put the gas pedal down and kept grinding, and, that's what we're going to have to do Friday night and continue to try to build on where we're at.
Week of practice here. What were your kind of the key couple things you're looking to focus at? Getting more detailed offensively, reduce some mistakes. What couple of things are you looking at?
Yeah, you're getting to the point in the season, week 3 and 4 here coming up, where you're going to be a little banged up, and it's going to be the midway point. Can you sprain an ankle and play the last couple games? Sure you can, but can you play 6 or 7 games on it? This is the point where we've got to really try to manage these guys, and they've got to focus more mentally now than physically. We can't go out and bang on each other every single day, and it's a credit to them because they give me everything they've got. Me and you were talking about that earlier. These kids play so hard when it comes to Friday night, and you've got to love that about them, but at the same time, mentally focusing during the week, that's what's going to make the difference.
When you look at with Washington, what concerns you as a play caller, the offensive side of the football? When you look at them trying to scheme up something that you can keep them off balance and show them something a little bit differently?
Yeah, Todd Stevens over there defensively is one of the greatest minds in the state of Illinois. Anybody you talk to says great things about him, and I'm not going to lie, I've slow motioned his linebackers on huddle and tried to figure out how he's teaching them to do things. I've never asked him. I would love to sit down with somebody like that. So it's nice to go against somebody that has done such a great job there and has his kids reading their keys so hard and playing well. Sometimes in the past it's difficult to call plays because you never know where people are going to line up. People might You might run right, and they'll put a bunch of guys over there. You run left, they put a bunch of guys over there. He's going to have a nice little game plan for us, so it'll be interesting to see, what he's done to prepare for us as I've been looking at him.
You're looking to kind of open up the playbook a little bit, add a few more of the passing plays. We saw the ability to throw the ball last week, as well as a pretty good balance in between those, the run and the passing game.
Yeah, anytime you have a weapon like Clint Wells, you're looking to be able to show it off a little bit and air it out, and that's going to make teams prepare for that. It's not just for Clint's sake, it's for the team's sake, and hopefully it'll take a little pressure off our run game and open up some more spaces. But with that being said, we've got some really good weapons offensively, and hopefully we can spread it around to them and open up the field a little bit more. And with our single wing offense, it's been a great thing to be able to throw the ball a little bit out of it and just keep people honest.
When you look at defensively, and when you look at a lot of things for Washington, and again, they have the young quarterback who's got a good breadline. He's got two other brothers who's played there. They can run the football. They can jam it down your throat if they choose to do. They can air it out. So it's really a tough combination, isn't it, when you look at trying to scheme against Washington? I remember last year they got out of the gates. They got a couple of calls last year that kind of changed things around. We were behind in the first half, came back, played strong second half.
Yeah, it's always tough to prepare for a mobile quarterback, and we faced that a couple times in the playoffs there. Mm-hmm. But in this conference, you've always had the Dunlaps, Peakins, and Washingtons. I swear they just breed these kids over and over. They don't even have the same name most of the time. Yeah. These kids are just amazing athletes, and it's always hard to defend that. And, our kids have seen it a lot, and I think we're comfortable with it. We understand what we're being asked to do, but on any level at any sport, you're not going to hold people to zero. Right. They're trying to do things as well. They're playing the same game we are. So there's going to be, flows in the game where they go good, they go bad, and we're going to have to ride those waves of emotions and hopefully come out on top.
It seemed like in the conference, when you're dealt a little bit of a blow during a game, a turnover or something bad happens, we haven't really had that kind of really to face yet. And that's going to be one thing to kind of see how this team reacts out of that here tonight.
Yeah, and defensively, we haven't faced any of those. Offensively, we're always going to have mistakes. There's so much that goes on offensively. A tip ball, a drop snap, a bad snap, a fumble, offsides, holding, clipping. I mean, you could go on for days about the different things that could happen offensively, and we've kind of overcome that. I'm not going to lie, the kids come off, and you got to pick them up. I mean, it's the story of our lives. I'm sure it happens in the NFL and in college as well. But defensively, we haven't really had to face somebody who made us think, oh man, they could score every time they have the ball. And that's what you feel when you play someone like Washington. Right. They could score on every play, every time they have the ball, if we're not doing what we're supposed to. So, it'll be a nice test for our kids to see, if they come out and score on us at some point. What's their attitude? Yeah. Is their attitude going to be, okay, that's all they get, let's see what we can fix, and
fight,
and hang in there and keep battling.
Absolutely. So. Cody, as always, at closing, we always talk about maybe a key or two in this game against Washington.
We've got to try to control the clock. They're going to score. They're going to move the ball. Would you like to hold them to zero? Of course. But, they're a very good team, being ranked in 5A and having the coaching staff that they do and the players that they do. So if we can control the clock and try to keep them off the field offensively as much as we can, that'll allow our guys to rest a little bit and also maybe keep the momentum on our side. And momentum's going to be a big key for us tomorrow.
There'll be a lot of people here on Friday night, so we will relish that opportunity, right, against the Washington matchup here.
Yeah, and here's the thing. Win or lose, and when I shut the locker room door, we talk about this all the time. Guys, if we play our best game and we play to the best of our abilities with good effort and high focus, and we lose, take your helmet off, tell them, hey, good game, man, you beat me.
Absolutely.
There's nothing to be ashamed about. We're out here to make better young gentlemen, and I think we're doing that. And tomorrow night's going to be a great experience for these guys, one they're probably going to remember for the rest of their lives. And win or lose, the Canton Little Giants will be here to play hard.
Absolutely. So, Cody, good luck to you. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
More coming up as we continue our pregame and countdown to kickoff. And with Coach Cody Myers, is brought to you by Big Rack Steakhouse, North Main in Canton. Enjoy a quick lunch and a soup and salad bar every day at Big Rack Steakhouse in Canton. Our gridiron kickoff continues after this.
Helping bring you this event, Sedgwick Funeral Homes, located in Bartonville, Farmington, and in Canton. By Remax Traders Unlimited, Susie McMillan, your agent. Spoonerver Animal Clinic, located on the north edge of Canton. By Stereo Village, located on South 4th Avenue. Canton Wesley United Methodist Church, located on North Avenue A in Canton. And Spoonerver Home Health, Quality Disposal, and Quality Roll-Off.
Why would you bully me?
Why would you bully me?
Why would you bully me?
Because it makes you feel cool? Because I'm different?
Do I touch a nerve?
Does making me feel bad make you feel good?
Why?
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 Bullying hurts. Bullying abuses. Bullying kills. Why would you bully me?
Helping bring you this event, Monocle's Pizza, located on North 5th Avenue in Canton. In Canton, we deliver. The Bank of Farmington, with locations in Farmington and in Canton. Canton Napa, located on North 1st Avenue. Big Horse Vineyard, located near Lewistown. Lambs of God Daycare and Preschool, located on North Avenue A. And M. Bixler Video Productions, located in Canton.
News live tonight. We're streamed online 1560 WBYS.com. Brought to you by the Graham Health System. Shop the Graham Thrift Shop at 175 South Main in Canton. All proceeds remain local. Let's give you the defensive starters tonight. At a corner tonight, 6'3" and a senior, Nathan Lucas. Safety tonight, the 6'1" and a senior, Evan Otto. Also a 5'9" senior, free safety, Drake Yerbick. At the corner tonight, and when we say again, Zach Collier, and flipped again with Louis Ibarra, 6 foot and a senior. One of those two will be in that, again, that the D-back position, working, again, another guy that Louis Ibarra has worked his way into the starting lineup for this Little Giant team. At the Sam linebacker, the 5'8" senior, Bryce Adams. Also 5'11", the Mike linebacker, Gage Miller. At the DN, Cameron Oatman, 6'3" junior, coming on, playing strong. He'll have a great test tonight. Also tonight, defensive end, 6'4" and a sophomore, Micah Barnhart. 6'2" and a senior will be the nose, Garrett Petty. And a 6'2" senior, Nathan Petty, D-tackle. We will see tonight Barnhart, both the Pettys, and also Oatman flip a lot defensively, so really they can't really key on a specific D-tackle or a nose tonight. You'll see that front change a lot defensively for this Little Giant team. There you have it, the defensive starters. We step aside when we come back, the anthem, and of course we'll have more coming up. Our coverage tonight, the opening night of this 36th MId-Illini Conference football season. And I know Bob's anticipation, his son Avery is part of the marching band, and it's a very proud moment for you and Mom, right? That's kind of a cool deal to see him and
it's
going out there.
It's a nice element to the game, you know, to watch him perform, because he's been doing it since mid-July. They practice a lot, just like the football kids do.
Absolutely. Little Giants won the toss, and they've really put a pretty good job of winning the coin toss, so they deferred to the second half. They will defend the west end zone. And again, Washington, the east end zone. Little Giants will kick off right to left when we come back. Coming up, we'll have more coming up as we continue, as they take a look at our keys to the game right before a kickoff. We're 8 minutes away. Stay tuned, more coming up. We'll take a timeout, and coverage continues on AM 1560, WBYS 93.7 FM. Pregame brought to you by the Graham Health System. We'll take a timeout. Back here in 2 minutes.
Helping bring you this event, Sedgwick Funeral Homes, located in Bartonville, Farmington, and in Canton. By Remax Traders Unlimited, Susie McMillan, your agent. Spoonerver Animal Clinic, located on the north edge of Canton. By Stereo Village, located on South 4th Avenue. Canton Wesley United Methodist Church, located on North Avenue A in Canton. And Spoonerver Home Health, Quality Disposal, and Quality Roll-Off. Helping bring you this event, Monocle's Pizza, located on North 5th Avenue in Canton. In Canton, we deliver. The Bank of Farmington, with locations in Farmington and in Canton. Canton Napa, located on North 1st Avenue. Big Horse Vineyard, located near Lewistown. Lambs of God Daycare and Preschool, located on North Avenue A. And M. Bixler Video Productions, located in Canton.
I'm Jason. I'm 32, and my risk for stroke is increased by 5 times because of an irregular heartbeat called atrial fibrillation, or AFib. Because of my young age, I'm not a typical AFib patient.
And I'm Pat. I'm 62, and I'm a 2-time stroke survivor with AFib, which is most common in older people.
Together, we are faces of AFib and stroke.
Telling our stories might help save a life.
Take action today by talking with a healthcare professional about your risk, and visit stroke.org to learn more.
Back here playing the school song, which means we got about 6 minutes before we get focused on the kickoff tonight. Down on the field, Mark Bixler and Bixler Video Production. We got Megan, our engineer, back to studios. Vic is already working some scores. Farmington leads early, 7-0 a lead Illini West. And also Elmer Brimfield, first couple of possessions, they scored 22 points. They lead Peoria Heights. That's early in the first. And Westbury Bushnell, 21-0 lead in the second quarter against Havana. So those are some early scores around the opening night of the Prairie Land Conference. Tonight in the Mid-Illini Conference, East Peoria will be at Limestone, Pekin at Dunlap, Morton will be at Metamora. Bobby, as you take a look at any of those games, anyone stick out that you think is maybe a little bit key indicator early in the conference race here?
Yeah, I think it's the Morton game. I think we're really going to see what both those teams are going to do come to this supposed stretch drive in week 3 for this conference season. I think once you see what happens with that game and this game, also in particular, it's really going to set the table for what the conference can look like.
We'll have our keys to game. That means we're getting close to the kickoff. 76 degrees. Beautiful weather night, week 3, Mid-Illini. That's coming up next live from Ron Fahnestock Field on your voice of Little Giants, WBYS.
Helping bring you this event, Sedgwick Funeral Homes, located in Bartonville, Farmington, and in Canton. By Remax Traders Unlimited, Susie McMillan, your agent. Spoonriver Animal Clinic, located on the north edge of Canton. By Stereo Village, located on South 4th Avenue. Canton Wesley United Methodist Church, located on North Avenue A in Canton, and Spoonriver Home Health, Quality Disposal, and Quality Roll-Off. Helping bring you this event, Monocle's Pizza, located on North 5th Avenue in Canton. In Canton, we deliver. The Bank of Farmington, with locations in Farmington and in Canton. Canton Napa, located on North 1st Avenue. Big Horse Vineyard, located near Lewistown. Lambs of God Daycare and Preschool, located on North Avenue A. And M. Bixler Video Productions, located in Canton.
I'm Jason. I'm 32, and my risk for stroke is increased by 5 times because of an irregular heartbeat called atrial fibrillation, or AFib. Because of my young age, I'm not a typical AFib patient.
And I'm Pat. I'm 62, and I'm a 2-time stroke survivor with AFib, which is most common in older people.
Together, we are faces of AFib and stroke.
Telling our stories might help save a life.
Take action today by talking with a healthcare professional about your risk, and visit stroke.org to learn more.
Tension rising, goosebumps. Great feel for a night of the Mid-Illini opener tonight. Defensive starters being announced by the PA announcer, Kevin Stevenson. We got a whole cast of crew up here handling a lot of the duties of the video scoreboard. Also, we have the booster box. We got the Renaults, the Murphys. We got to settle down and get police control maybe there, maybe during the night. You never know what's going to happen with them.
I'm sure security will make a visit for the night, so.
And let's get to the keys to the game with BW. It's brought to you by Chuck Taylor State Farm Insurance in Canton. For auto, life, and health insurance, contact Chuck at 647-8544. Bobby, opening the Mid-Illini Conference, little nerves. So what's the thing and the feeling tonight about keys to the game here?
The first and foremost with me, Leon, is you got to keep the ball out of their hands offensively. And by that I mean playing the run control, chew up the clock, and, 14, 15-play drives. The fewer possessions they have, the easier it is for you to win the game. Secondly, we've talked about it already, we have to cut down on the penalties and turnovers. We've got a total of 23 penalties in 2 games, plus 4 total turnovers. You cannot play a football game like that tonight and expect to win.
When you look at the beginning of the conference, is Washington one of the favorites? When you take a look at what they're able to do, and a lot of people think Dunlap may have the talent, but I don't think you can count out this Little Giant football team as well. And with a home game tonight, that was a pivotal difference last year in that second half. You know, they got a couple of calls that went their way in the first half and broke the game open a little bit. But I thought the way that we came out and particular play there was really key.
It was. I think it was a lot of momentum swings in that game, but we hung tough and made it a close game. And I'm sure we want to try and carry that over by putting 21 points on them last year to do the same, if not more, but limit it to less points and try and get a win at home.
We're getting ready for the kickoff. We'll do that when we return here in 1 minute.
Helping bring you this event, Sedgwick Funeral Homes, located in Bartonville, Farmington, and in Canton. By Remax Traders Unlimited, Susie McMillan, your agent. Spoonerver Animal Clinic, located on the north edge of Canton. By Stereo Village, located on South 4th Avenue. Canton Wesley United Methodist Church, located on North Avenue A in Canton, and Spoonerver Home Health, Quality Disposal, and Quality Roll-Off. Helping bring you this event, Monocle's Pizza, located on North 5th Avenue in Canton. In Canton, we deliver. The Bank of Farmington, with locations in Farmington and in Canton. Canton Napa, located on North 1st Avenue. Big Horse Vineyard, located near Lewistown. Lambs of God Daycare and Preschool, located on North Avenue A, and M. Bixler Video Productions, located in Canton.
Beautiful weather night, and we will kick off the 36th year in the Mid-Illini Conference. They kick off again by the Canton Little Giants. That's Jesse Theobald. Run to the near side and decked at about the 23. No return there.
Jake Smith
with a key stop. Peyton Newkirk is 5'11 senior. And again, with not much of a run back on this side, it'll have it inside the 25-yard line. For their junior QB, this is a strong junior class. They've had great success at the lower level. It's keyed by Caleb Fisher. Up front, the left tackle, Andres Mendez, 6'5 and a junior. A 6'3 left guard, Will Crouch, coach's son. Jace Ponk, that's a junior, 5'11". That'll be the center, the right guard, Aaron Boley. And the right tackle, J.J. Gooday, 6'8", 245, and a junior right tackle up front for Washington. Little Giants again will open up with the 4-man front. Quick pass to the flat off the left side. That's a catch and a run.
Ball's loose.
And a ball come loose on the turf.
Yeah, Washington recovered.
At about the 33. And the catch out there. I'm trying to see. Usually it's Ludoff, probably,
right?
It
was number
18.
No, it's number 10.
Okay, number 10.
No, it's not.
I couldn't really get a good look on the opposite side. They will run trips to this near side. Single receiver the opposite side. Out of a single back and a gun on the zone read there. And again a run. Stop there. And it's up to about the 40-yard line. Finally, you look up front there, and he had Will Crouch went down. One of the linemen, and they were still running the football. One of the key stops there defensively by Little Giants, Drake Yerbik.
And Sam Walter with the cover.
Okay. So Walter. And again for one of the runners for Washington, now just shy of the 40. And it'll be a first and 10 for the Panthers. Up front again, Caleb Fisher. And usually use a one back, usually formation. They go 2 by 2. And it's the QB, the keeper there. That's Fisher, and they swarm him. And again, to get an assignment there, stopped defensively by Cameron Oatman, defensive end. Collapsed down, stayed with the QB on that read.
Yeah, Max is in there too on that play, Leon.
That's really the key read for Caleb Fisher. That's Oatman on that defensive end. Good job on that read. And the Little Giants will have a substitution. And again to this near side, Zach Collier match up, one of the receivers.
You don't want to give up much yardage early. You want to try and keep it at a 3rd and long.
So second down They need to get to near midfield. Snap of the football, the option to this near side. In some space and decked at the 39. Good job there. Looked like Drake Yerbik, and who else is on pylon there?
Evan Otto.
And Evan Otto with the tackle.
Nice pursuit.
They will come at you a lot of different things out of this formation, don't they, Bob? It's kind of a pistol formation if you really look at it. It's kind of that, but it's a zone read. They'll use receivers. They'll go 2x2, 3x1. They will have the running back keep the football, or the quarterback will keep it. They'll option. I mean, they do a lot of little things out of this.
This is where your secondary is going to get tested right here, Leon, with 3rd and 10.
Third down for the hash mark to the near side to put a man in motion across the backfield. They fake it. And it's a carry off the left side by Sam Walter. And a good job up to about the 42 and denied. So it'll be 3 and out for Washington in this opening drive here. So a good job, sound defensively with this Little Giant squad.
I like the pursuit and the tackling, Leon. A lot of open field tackles, not allowing them to get to the second level.
And we saw primarily, after the first little pass off to the flat there, they're trying to establish the run game and then beat us by the pass. That's what they want to do. Good punt here by Hunsaker. And it's a fair catch there about the 23. Drake Yerbik. Also, Gabe Gossett was out there, so we do that Gabe Gossett will be a go tonight. And special teams, Little Giants and their senior Clint Wells makes his way out of the field. They'll go with the offensive line that's been pretty sound. They've had a few fundamental type of things, but for the most part, Jacob Waskow, left tackle, a sophomore, left guard, a junior. Justin Jorgensen, he's coming along. The center, Nathan Petty. Gage Miller, the right guard, the senior, and Garrett Petty, the right tackle for the Canton Little Giants as a senior. Single back with Ethan Magnuson. And we have Drake Yerbik, also Jake Smith in that offensive lineup. Snap of the football. They fake it, the spin. That's Clint Wells powering his way. And a nice little block off the right side. Nathan Petty from the center. And he just followed him up the alley off the right side. Good block there by Nathan Petty. That did a good job getting off his block, making some space, and a run for a first down for the Canton Little Giants with Clint Wells on the ground.
I like that, Leon. 11 yards and a Little Giant first down.
That's going to be the key. If we do our job up front, this offense is a very explosive. And we'll see what the Little Giants do here now at the 34-yard line. 1st and 10. Single back. Mags, he may get the direct snap here. He got bunch formation off the right side. The convoy, it's Wells. Magnuson powers his way off the right side, and he's stopped there. And it goes up to about the 37-yard line. So a gain of about 3 yards plus there.
We'll give him 4,
right.
Leon.
I said 3 plus, right?
You did.
So I don't have time to figure it in my calculator head.
I think
there.
I do.
So again, the Little Giants, very manageable on that first down kind of run. So second down in the situation. They work from the hash mark to the right side. The power is to this left side, and they shift out of it. Nathan Lucas is the tight end. Snap of the football. And here it comes to this near side here. Drake Yerbik leading the way. Good pull. That's Clint Wells. He cuts back. He's at the 50, down about the 42. Tell you what, Drake Yerbik sound blocking out there from the Little Giants. Jake Smith. Big block there. Ethan Magnuson out there in that little convoy. Good job by the Little Giants. Decked out in purple and that Vegas gold. And the numbers for the Canton Little Giants and to Washington territory here at the 7:42 mark of this first quarter.
20 yards and a first down.
Little Giants sound so far. And let's see, you got Blake Poston as a receiver to the right side. He checks. Got a wing, the sniffer, the blocker, Jake Smith. Snap of the football. Clint Wells back to pass. He floats it, and it's tipped, and it goes incomplete. It was intended, I believe, for Blake Poston.
It was.
Out of the middle, just overthrew his hand. Put a little zip on that football.
You know, when you got a guy crossing the middle like that, jumping up high, you hope to God he don't get laid out from the defender, hit him in the back.
It had a lineman really coming up, bearing, just put his hands up. He didn't try to really tackle Clint at all. He just put his hands up there to change the direction of the pass. It did make the difference. Little Giants in that single wing formation. It'll be second down. Snap of the football, inside handoff.
They read that
and they read that one.
They read that one.
Going nowhere to Drake Yerbick. Making the stop defensively by Washington.
Yeah, J.J. Cadet
Yep.
in there to make the first tackle.
One thing about it, and you take a look at him, he's 6'8", 245. He's just a baby, man.
There ain't no taking a look. You can't miss him. He takes up some real estate when he stands up.
Yeah. He looks like some of the former Washington linemen they've had in the past, doesn't he?
Oh, yeah.
Back here at 6:47, it'll be third down. And that's going to be the flicker play. Drake Yerbick cuts through the side to this near side, down about the 35. Got a big chunk of that back. That's that little flicker play. And where Clint runs, and it is, again, Drake Yerbick just takes it right off his hip, and he runs to this left side.
Yeah, give him 7 yards, Leon.
So it'll be fourth down. And what do we need here?
A long 3.
All right. Big 3 yards. Little Giants in Washington territory. Snap of the football comes at the 34-yard line. Snap a single back. Nice shift out of it. That means the linemen have to shift the front fouler as well. Inside, they fake it. Magnuson trying to get away, and he's going to go down at the 41. They had end pursuit out there. Aaron Boley. They really strung it out. We weren't really able to get to the hash mark to turn it upfield on that play.
Yeah, loss of 6 on the play.
So again.
And we turn it over on downs.
So fourth down and no conversion. So again, the Little Giants give it to Washington. And here at the 6:29 mark, Washington will have their second possession in this first quarter, a scoreless game.
And at their own 40, a little better field position than the opening drive.
Caleb Fisher, junior, 6 foot, 185. And you really look at it, it's kind of the zone read. It's also a pistol. They put a man in motion. That's Walter. Across the backfield. Flips it. That's Fisher. Dumps the pass to the 45 up to the 49. The grab to the near side here. It's Garrett Bundy, the tight end. He's a senior. And you see what they'll try to do with that zone read. They will definitely try to move the pocket for Caleb Fisher, Bob. And that's one of the things with his ability. And he can throw on the run. He is one of the better throwers on the run, getting to his target. And they get it to about the 49-yard line.
He likes to roll out, especially to the throwing side, which is his right side.
They work it for the hash mark to the near side. Second and short yardage. Need to get to midfield. Washington and Caleb Fisher. There's that zone read, a handoff, stuff there. Josh Schnellenberg stopped. I think he got it to about the 49.
No gain.
No gain there, Bobby. So no gain. Good job by the defense. Snuff it up the middle.
And Bryce Adams with the tackle.
Up the middle, Micah Barnhart. As we told you, you see how they flipped here, Bob. Nathan Petty now on this left side. The opposite side, you got Micah Barnhart and also Garrett Petty up front.
I like that, though. That way the offensive line can't get comfortable with who they got in front of them.
So they move, again, 4 or 5 people up on the front line there.
A power set up here.
So 3rd and 1, Caleb Fisher dives.
He got it.
And again, momentarily the ball might have come loose, but he got it back. And again, on the turf is Caleb Fisher. And he drives behind his center, Jace Punk, with a first down for the Washington Panthers. They move it into Little Giant territory.
That was an easy 2, Leon. You get that quick snap and got the gap.
Caleb Fisher, Washington Panthers, move the football. Also receiver out there is Brett Williams now. He checks in as a wide receiver. Get the play call from the sideline. They have the wristband. And they go with the power formation. And again, it's Caleb Fisher, the pitch to the backfield. Sam Walter gets outside and looked like 34 had a block in the back. Sideline Walter down to the 10 to the 5. He's drugged down and into the end zone for the touchdown.
49 yards.
49 yards.
Nice block in the back. They didn't call him.
It was. Absolutely he did. You seen that out there. Brendan Dewar blocked a man on the opposite side of the field, and a 49-yard and a touchdown for the Washington Panthers. That's a straight, that power formation, and they swept it to the left side. And a 49-yard run here at the 449. They'll lull you, they'll beat you with that power game. 449. And a PAT is coming up out of the hold of Fisher. And it's usually Kyle DeBoeuf will try for the PAT. And the kick is through the uprights, and it is good. And again for the Washington Panthers. And again, PAT was good by Washington. They lead it 7-0 at the 4:49 mark. The Little Giants that again face again a deficit the first time of the quarter. Back here with the kickoff. Little Giants trailing 7-0 back in 30 seconds.
Helping bring you this event, Sedgwick Funeral Homes, located in Bartonville, Farmington, and in Canton. By Remax Traders Unlimited, Susie McMillan, your agent. Spoonerville Animal Clinic, located on the north edge of Canton. By Stereo Village, located on South 4th Avenue. Canton Wesley United Methodist Church, located on North Avenue A in Canton. And Spoonerville Home Health, Quality Disposal, and Quality Roll-Off.
Their 4-play drive covered 60 yards. Took them 1:40. Sam Walter on a 49-yard run. There's your scoring drive recap brought to you by Country Financial. Ray Rickino, Walter Brown, 647-6180. West Locust and Canton. And quickly they up 7-0 here. The Giants try to respond.
That was DeBoeuf with the extra point too, Leon.
All right. Just wanted to make sure. I thought it was, and he was already off there before I had a chance. I thought it was number 8. And they'll kick it off. And again for Washington, we got 2 people back. And a fake it. That's Drake Yerbick. Trying to find that little bit of a seam off the right side. He dives up to about the 20-yard line on the return after the kick off by DeBoeuf. So the Little Giants, and again, trailing this action here, 7-0. We're in the first period tonight, opening of the Mid-Illini Conference. A lot of scores will be flowing our way. We're already starting in the Prairieland Conference. We'll get you some updates as well in the Mid-Illini here on this beautiful-looking Friday night in Week 3 football.
You have to show you can answer after a drive like that where they got that long touchdown run. You've got to answer the call, Leon, and get points on the board.
Averaging about 43.5 points per game. Over 300 yards rushing, 100+ in passing. They have a single receiver to this near side. Maggs turns, and he gets 2 or 3 yards. So Ethan Magnuson on a dive play right up the middle.
Give him 2.
So the senior Ethan Magnuson averaging about 13 yards per carry. Limited on that one. Clint Wells to the near sideline. He has the play, so at 4:23. Little Giants work it right to left. In the action here tonight, Bob Wagner, Leon Groover. We got Mark Bixler and Bixler video production down on the field tonight. Bix is working some phones. He'll have some scores for us as well. 4-minute mark, single back. Back to pass. Clint. And he gets it out here, and it goes incomplete. Again, there was a little bit of roughness as the player was attempting to get Clint down, and it goes incomplete to this near side. They had Magnuson out here.
I'm not sure if the pressure forced that pass a little soon or there was a miscommunication on the route, but that ball was 25 yards ahead of where the receiver was.
And we're talking about throwing it from about the 15 all the way into Washington territory.
Had some giddy up on it, that's for sure.
So Little Giants face a 3rd down. They come to the line of scrimmage from the 22-yard line. Working from the opposite side of the field here from the press box. 2 receivers, single one to this near side. Clint Wells, pass protection. And he looks, he floats it out here. He's got Nathan Lucas wide open. He catches it off the hip. And he goes down about the 15-yard line. Big pass play. Got behind the defense. Threw it right over the shoulder of the strong safety Ludoff. And a big play for the Little Giants. Clint Wells to Nathan Lucas.
63 yards.
Big charge there by Little Giants. Give Clint and his pass protection. They allowed him plenty of time. Set the feet and launched the pass. Nathan Lucas was wide open. We saw that last week a couple of times. So Little Giants in great position now.
When Nathan slipped past the defense, and he was wide open with a lot of real estate.
1st and goal at the 16 of Washington. Single back for the Little Giants. They run it off this left side. Trying to get a little bit of a blocker. Turns the corner. And the penalty marker's down. And again for the Little Giants. Tried to run the caravan to this near side. in the backfield. Dylan Walton that time there, Bobby.
A hold against us.
Yep, so a hold against the Little Giants will bring it back.
When it's behind the line of scrimmage like that, the penalty flag is, you know darn well it's against us.
So Little Giants, and again, with a hold. And it stopped the clock here with 3:30 of this first quarter. On the offense, and a hold for the Little Giants. It'll move it back. We'll see what the personnel is. We've got Drake Erbig, Nathan Lucas out there. And we'll see who else we can get a read as they'll they huddle. Clint Wells.
And see, the bad thing is that's a 10-yard penalty, but with us causing that penalty 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage, it's a spot foul, so you lose 15 yards on the play.
Here's Dylan Walton. 3 receivers to the opposite side. One of those is Jake Smith. Maybe look for him. That's Clint Wells. And he's going to go nowhere. Down at the 30. And again, one of the things that we've had an issue the first week or two, Bob, is sustaining a block, holding our block and allowing, again, the running back, or this time the quarterback, to get a little bit of run. So it's a loss of a yard.
And you can hear the crowd saying the exact same thing.
Yeah,
sustain your blocks.
It's one of the things we fall back on. It's one of the type of things we just have to overcome those and work a little bit better job at sustaining those blocks.
And with this single wing, one of the big issues that you're going to have with it is holding blocks. Because it's a patient offense, you have to wait for lanes to open up. If you can't find time by holding your opponent as far as in the possession of that, you're going to get a lot of negative yards plays.
So third down from the 31. Clint out of the pocket. He's got some running room. He's got a nice shot to the corner, to the 10. One block, sidesteps, and a touchdown for the Little Giants, 31 yards. You see him step up through the pocket. 31-yard run by Clint Wells. So once he stepped up there, Bob, you had one guy to get to the corner, and he kind of leapfrogged to him. And a good job out there, Nathan Lucas, too, because he got a little block up there. So 31-yard run by Clint Wells. And for the Little Giants, that is Clint's 5th rushing touchdown of the season. And it comes here with 2:24. Little Giants will try for a 2-point conversion here. Maggs. And a snap of the football. Magnuson drives through the pile. And he got to the goal line, but I don't think he got in. He was denied. So no good on the conversion. So the Little Giants get on the scoreboard. A big run, 31-yarder by Clint Wells. And we pulled it within 7-6 with 2:24 left in this opening quarter. A kickoff back to Ron Fahnestock Field in 30 seconds.
Helping bring you this event, Monocle's Pizza, located on North 5th Avenue in Canton. In Canton, we deliver. The Bank of Farmington, with locations in Farmington and in Canton. Canton Napa, located on North 1st Avenue. Big Horse Vineyard, located near Lewistown. Lambs of God Daycare and Preschool, located on North Avenue A. And M. Bixler Video Productions, located in Canton.
Brought to you by Country Financial Agents Ray Rickenow, Walter Brown, West Locust in Canton, 647-6180. 5-play drive covered 80 yards, capped off with a 31-yard run by Clint Wells, his 5th rushing touchdown. No good on the 2-point conversion. That was denied. And it's a 7-6 game now. That's your scoring drive recap. And the Little Giants will kick off here from Ron Fahnestock Field tonight. Good to have you along tonight wherever you're listening in, streamed online, 1560 WBYS.com. So we do appreciate Don taking care of business, getting our streaming back up in working order for those listening. 2:24. And it's Theobald will kick off for the Little Giants.
Nice kick.
And he boots it to this near side. Picked up on the hop at the 21. He goes down. Should be down.
He is.
At about the 22, 23.
Schellenberg.
So Schellenberg with just a couple of yards. Couple of updates for you. It is a safety. East Peoria leads Limestone 2-0. And Dunlap 7 and Pekin 0. Those are some of the early scores. Lewistown leads South Fulton 20-6. 8-Town 14, North Fulton 0. Rushville Industry 22, Knoxville 14. In the second quarter, Farmington 21-0 over Illini West. At a half, it's 41-0. West Prairie Bushnell leads Havana and Elmwood Brimfield in the second quarter, 44-0 over Peoria Heights. Those are again some of the area scores brought to you by Justice and Hair and Nail Salon at 3 Little Giants Plaza, North Main in Canton, and also a sponsor of the Little Giant halftime show. Caleb Fisher rolls out, plants the feet, dumps the pass, and knocked down. Also got his hand out there.
Is that Evan?
Evan Otto.
That's what it looks
had
like.
a hand out there.
It is.
He told me he waiting for the bubble screen, and they had it set up, Bob. He told me he had an opportunity. That's going to be his big play tonight, to read that bubble screen, and it goes incomplete there by the Little Giants corner.
That's a great job by Evan on reading and reacting to what you just called that bubble screen.
Again, the Washington Panthers have receiver to this near side. I believe that's number 18, Ludoff. They'll have the big tight end. 2 receivers, single back, that is Sam Walter. They do like the zone read with him. Normally they run to the left side with Walter. Put a man in motion, and they hand off to Ludoff. Off this left side, a good job, and the Little Giants can't get loose. Down about the 21 or 22-yard line out there. I thought it was Gage Miller.
Nope, it's Drake Yerbick.
Or Yerbick, okay?
Yep.
Initial, and I saw him take the inside there. So again, a loss of 2 and a big stop there by Drake Yerbick, free safety. It's going to be a test between these two defenses. Who's not going to give up the big play in this game? 7-6 Washington leads with 1:46 of the opening quarter. What a way to begin this Mid-Illini Conference season for 2017, man.
Mid-Illini fight, isn't it?
It's going to be a dogfight every night, home or away. Next week, we're at Pekin. And again, snap of the football. Here comes the rush, and it's thrown a catch to this near side. And it's going to be caught there by Brett Williams, number 9, I believe, who made the catch. Brett Williams. So again, for Washington, the completion of the pass. So again, big pass there, connected for about 8 yards. So Collier was in on that stop as well. Little Giants. Again, Washington now. It'll be 4th down. So 3 and out coming up for Washington. And I think it's going to be a year of the defenses, for a lot of these different schools. Washington late getting a player on the field. Jacob Urban back in. Snap of the football. Big high punt goes to the opposite side of the field. Look out. And it hit a Washington player. It goes down inside the 45, and it rolls down about the 42. Or it'll be down there. So
down at the 47.
Right. So 47 is where it made contact with the player. So Little Giants, good job with 3 and out and a punt. So Canton will have their 3rd possession. We still have 1:13 left in this opening quarter. So Washington with a 49-yard run by Sam Walter. We answer with a 31-yard run by Clint Wells. The difference, the conversion right now, 7-6 in favor of the Panthers on this Week 3 football. Got Dylan Walton in this lineup. He'll go as a receiver. 2 receivers the opposite side. One of those, Jake Smith, Drake Yerbick, and Blake Poston. Back to pass. Pump fake. Clint Wells sidesteps one, dumps a pass, and it's in and out of the hands, and it's intercepted or not. Are they saying 30? Going to say down? I think they're saying intercepted. Yeah. Intercepted. A ball tipped, went right over the hands of Drake Yerbick, and intercepted on the pass play. Man, he was wide open, too.
He was.
And I thought it was one of those plays he should make the catch there, Bob. It seemed right through his hands, tipped off of an intercepted by the Panthers. So it gives the football right back to them with 1:05 in this first quarter. So Washington back, and it puts your defense right back in a situation here. Caleb Fisher, and see how we match up here.
That it does.
Drake Yerbick will flip. He'll go to the opposite side to right. Also out here is Louis Ibarra, matched up one-on-one to this near side. Look at this ball hawk. Possibility interception here. Run and down at just shy of the 30.
Bryce Adams.
Yeah, Bryce Adams will stop Sam Walter with the run, number 1. So for the Washington Panthers, Let's take a look back at doing the broadcast, and this is actually before Bob and I began doing the games. This is all the way back to maybe 2000, 2001 in that stretch. Here's a pass, and it goes incomplete. Was intended for Brett Williams. One of my first games, Coach Buck Morais was helping out, and we had a game where it was decided. Matt Johan won the game with a kick, and I'm thinking this is the way all the games should go, man. They had confetti, they were throwing stuff, and that's the game ended with Matt Johan kicking the field goal to win the game. The Little Giants won it, and again, the big 99-yard run at that particular time, and it was one of the things for the Little Giants. Again, I'll remember forever being one of my first seasons in the call of Little Giant football. And the Washington Panthers now, again with a third down situation. Keeper, and it's going to go down at the 30, nowhere. Whistle finally blown dead.
Why did he?
And again, I didn't, one of the things, why not blow the whistle to begin with?
That's a garbage call.
Yeah.
That is an absolute garbage call.
And we'll see the way it goes. But they're talking to Washington. And one of the things that the Little Giants had, again, great pursuit that time on the run. And again, all you need to do is blow the whistle earlier. They allowed it to go too long. Face max against the Little Giants. That's the penalty. So it bails them out.
Yeah.
If you recall last year, Bob, at Washington, they were gift-wrapped 2 calls by the officials. You remember that?
I do.
And they scored back-to-back touchdowns. I believe it was in the second quarter last year. One of those called against Cameron Lucas was a big turnaround of the game. We'll see if it benefits them here. So it remains third down.
Yep, defense got to play tough on this one.
So they need to get to the 40.
Yes.
They're at the 36. Not the 36, is there?
Yeah.
Now 37, we'll call it. 37, so third, and they need about 3 yards. So third down, zone read, run to the near side. Walters tripped up, and he goes to the sideline. He gets out of bounds. Not before, though, he gets the first down on the conversion. You can't tell me you had 6 or 7 players, Bob, and they were bringing the player down, and one of our guys had the face mask. I can't believe it, just one guy out of that whole mess. It's just really a tough call against the Little Giant defense. So 1st and 10 now from the 42-yard line. Washington Panthers with 1.4. This will be the final play of this opening quarter tonight in the Mid-Illini Conference. Takes it, that's Walter, and down at about the 45 to the 46. We'll flip ends. More coming up as we continue. Mid-Illini Conference football. We've ended one quarter. It's Washington 7, Little Giants 6. Washington possession to begin the second quarter. We'll return back in a minute on the listing of the voice of Fulton County and for the Little Giants, WBYS. Back in a minute.
Helping bring you this event, Sedgwick Funeral Homes, located in Bartonville, Farmington, and in Canton. By Remax Traders Unlimited, Susie McMillan, your agent. Spoonerver Animal Clinic, located on the north edge of Canton. By Stereo Village, located on South 4th Avenue. Canton Wesley United Methodist Church, located on North Avenue A in Canton. And Spoonerver Home Health, Quality Disposal, and Quality Roll-Off. Helping bring you this event, Monocle's Pizza, located on North 5th Avenue in Canton. In Canton, we deliver. The Bank of Farmington, with locations in Farmington and in Canton. Canton Napa, located on North 1st Avenue. Big Horse Vineyard, located near Lewistown. Lambs of God Daycare and Preschool, located on North Avenue A, and M. Bixler Video Productions, located in Canton.
2nd and 6. Back to pass. Fisher floats it out here, and right through the hands of Garrett Bundy, number 88.
He was open.
Incomplete the opposite side. That would have been about the 30-yard line, and then he had some green grass to run up the far sideline.
I commend Fisher with that ball fake, though, putting that ball on his hip and following through with the fake handoff. half our defense bid on that. We got lucky. He overthrew it.
Receivers to this near side, it'll be Ludoff and Logan Klein. 2 receivers to this near side.
This is your key down right here.
Single back is Walter.
3rd and 6.
It's a guy they really haven't played a lot. That's being Sam Walter.
You can't give a lot of cushion to the receivers, though.
Nope. Sam Walter, single back to pass. They floated and incomplete.
Perfect.
And it was intended off the right side there by Newkirk, and it goes incomplete. So it will be a 4th down situation.
I get the punting unit out there.
Yeah.
That don't mean no punt, though.
No, it's not. A 3 and out by Washington, and they punt coming up. So the interception carried us over into the second quarter. And so Washington, Hunsinger will back the punt inside the 35.
I still say you got to watch the fake.
Yep. Snap of the football. Big high punt. And it lets it bounce. And then Gossett retrieves it, gets away from one, and then dives.
That is a gutsy play.
Very dangerous one.
You've got to be careful.
To the 23 on the run turn there by Gabe Gossett. You know, last night thought he was not going to be able to play. He's a kind of a guy, if you've seen him in street clothes and everything, the last sport you probably thought he would play is football. And he's a gutsy kid. He takes a lot of hits. He really takes a lot of bumps and some bruises and some ankle type of stuff. And
he's tough, though.
He's trying to learn to play through all that. It's a little bit more increase than what he even saw at a lower level at the varsity. So Little Giants at 11:42 of this second quarter, down 7-6. We'll have it. Single back. In motion, that is Dylan Walton. Back to pass. Out of the pocket. He gets away, floats it out here, and it goes incomplete.
He caught that.
Oh, he caught it?
He caught that.
Rick Yerbick ended up catching.
Nope, they're calling it incomplete.
Yep, incomplete. One of the officials came in and said it was incomplete. I tell you what, I'd ask a couple of the other officials to lure it because that was a tough angle. I thought he was never going to get to it, Bob, to be honest. So it's again, it goes incomplete. Remains 2nd and 10 from the Little Giant 23-yard line. See if we can dig ourselves out of the hole here. Deep in our own territory. Again, bunch formation off to the right. Trying to run the caravan to this near side. That's Dylan Walton. And he gets stacked up, run right into the back of one of his own players.
Give him 2 yards.
And it gets up to about the 25. So not much, trying to find some space to run against this defensive front by Washington. Yeah, but there's Boley, who's a senior. Robeson, Mendez, and J.J. Gaudet. That's a tough front to run against. They'll shift. Usually they'll go a 4-3. That's their usually base formation for defensively.
No, it's a 3rd and 8, Leon. What do you do? You just try and run it and see if you can get the first down, or do you throw it? It's tough making throws on your own end.
Yeah, it is.
It's so close to the end zone.
3 and 8 on the spin. Back to pass. Clint Wells out of the pocket. Can he get away? Now he throws it, and coming back, making the catch at the 40.
Is that Nathan
That's
Lucas?
a grab to this near side, and we'll see who it is.
That's Nathan Lucas.
All right.
I can tell by the way he walks.
Yep. So a catch. He come back, made the catch at the 40. Great job there. On his knees, making a grab for the Little Giants.
15 yards.
So again, a big grab there by the Little Giants. And again, up to the 40-yard line. And the Little Giants will be a 1st and 10. What a big plays there, Bobby. Big completion there. Coming back to the football, making a grab.
And that's, Clint extending the play, but Nathan also finding an open soft spot beyond the first down marker to make the catch.
Running bunch formation again to this right side. Back to pass. Clint Wells through the pocket. He steps up, and he gets decked down about the 49. They drive him down near midfield. A stop there by J.J. Goodday.
Let's give him 9, Leon.
That was his greeting from the Goodday man. Nathan Lucas taps his helmet. He needs a little bit of a breather after the catch previous to the play there. So Little Giants will sub Evan Otto. Also Drake Yerbick back in. Trying to get these guys who are playing both ways a little bit of a break here. So Little Giants have it just shy of midfield with 9:36 of the second quarter. Second and short yardage. Single back snap of the football. Maggs dives, and I don't think he got it.
I think he got it.
It's going to be real close.
Oh, he's clear across.
Yep.
He got it easy.
He made it across. The Little Giants convert on a big play by Ethan Magnuson. He's the game changer, Bob. He's the guy who'll get you the tough yards when you need him here at midfield in this short yardage and from the 20 on in.
He's your north-south runner for the power plays.
So Quint Wells and the Little Giants trail it 7-6 with 9:18. Clock runs. Washington 7, Canton 6. We knew it was going to be a tough game. Inside a handoff, Magnuson tries to power his way and stuff there. 2 or 3 players making the key stop there.
Yeah, no gain on that play.
Walter, you had Urban, 2 or 3 Washington players stepping up.
Defensively for Washington.
So it's again a stop there by Washington's defense. Gage Miller returns to the offensive line. That's why you build depth. I think it's a key thing for those Giants team to get that number 2 to know the plays as well as the number 1. So those are in critical times, even if it's 1 or 2 snaps, Bob, it's very key for a guy to get a little bit below.
I agree.
Trips to this near side. Jake Smith, inside man, snap of the football, turns a little quick out to this near side and off the hands. It goes incomplete to Jake Smith. It was about the 46-yard line, incomplete. That was a quick play developing. He had a route also run there by Caleb Miller as well to this trips to this near side. So it's 3rd down and 10 from the Washington 49-yard line. We go back to trips to this near side as well. Single receiver to the opposite side. Needs some pass protection for Clint Wells. Out of the gun. Takes the pass. Pass protection. Floats it. Incomplete. I'll tell you what. All over him was Ludoff, and he knocked it away. It was intended for Drake Yerbick.
That's a bang-bang play, isn't it?
Well, it is. And I'll tell you what. He had his hand wrapped around his little hip there and knocked it away.
Got away with it.
Man, at the 40. If you're fundamentally taught certain things, you can get away with plays like that if the angle from the official is not easy to see. So it'll be 4th down from the Washington 49. We'll see what we'll need, possibly a timeout.
We're going to have to go. There's
little confusion on what they were going to do on a 4th down. Cody Myers and the Little Giants will take a timeout. 8:18 before halftime. Second quarter football, Washington 7, Canton 6. Back here with the timeouts after this 1-minute break.
Helping bring you this event, Sedgwick Funeral Homes, located in Bartonville, Farmington, and in Canton. By Remax Traders Unlimited, Susie McMillan, your agent. Spoonerver Animal Clinic, located on the north edge of Canton. By Stereo Village, located on South 4th Avenue. Canton Wesley United Methodist Church, located on North Avenue A in Canton. And Spoonerver Home Health, Quality Disposal, and Quality Roll-Off. Helping bring you this event, Monocle's Pizza, located on North 5th Avenue in Canton. In Canton, we deliver. The Bank of Farmington, with locations in Farmington and in Canton. Canton Napa, located on North 1st Avenue. Big Horse Vineyard, located near Lewistown. Lambs of God Daycare and Preschool, located on North Avenue A. And M. Bixler Video Productions, located in Canton.
Down coming up, and for the scores update, we got East Peoria leading Limestone 16-0 first quarter. Dunlap 14, Pekin 0, and Morton 7. Metamore 0. That's in the early first quarter. Those scoring updates are brought to you by Just Tees and Hair Nail Salon at 3 Little Giants Plaza, North Main in Canton. Little Giants on a 4th down. And Nathan Lucas will do a little bit of punting.
Good
and
punt.
It rolls a nice roll. Get out, stop, inside about the 3, down about the 2 down there by the Little Giants. Good job. Punt by Nathan Lucas that time. Good job. He's showing a versatility. Making Lucas on a punt. Good job. Gets it inside the 5.
That'll make his brother proud.
One thing I will tell you, and you learn from a lot of these different players talking to him, Nathan Lucas did not have any football experience, Bob, until his freshman year. Is that amazing? You know that he did not play any JFL. As a freshman, he played, and then as a sophomore, he starts in the secondary for the Little Giants.
But
and now a senior.
When you've got that size and that athletic ability, things like this can happen for a young man like Nathan Lucas. He's got the skills, and he's also showing it on both sides of the football in his senior year.
And stepping up and doing the punting, normally Ethan Magnuson will. 8:05 here. Washington backed up inside the 5. First and 10. And it's an inside handoff, and he gets it across to about the 6-7 yard line when he is driven back. And again, Walter with that carry as we mentioned, and Little Giants stepped up there defensively.
5 yards.
And again for the run across about the 6 yard line. So Washington leads it 7-6. We're at the 7:42 mark of this second quarter. Good to have you along, and on streaming at 1560 WBYS.com. Caleb Fisher, dangerous, any part of the field. Hand off to the right side. He squeezes through, gets across to 11 to the 12, and stopped there defensively by the Little Giants. Trying to plug that gap there.
That's not a first down. It's awful close.
So Little Giants on the stop there. Interior, Cameron Oatman. So it's again
Gage Miller defensively.
Gage Miller with the key stop there. 7-6 Washington. And it'll be third down for the Panthers. Still trying to get a clarification where they put the football here now.
They gave him a first down. They sure did.
So it's at the 12-yard line now. So Washington with the conversion, first and 10. 7:14 of the second quarter. Down by 1. Washington with the football. Works from under center. Inside a handoff. They try to use the power game. Maybe a yard. Look like that is Brendan Dewar, 34.
You got
Bobby.
it. You got it.
So Dewar with the run by Washington. He's the fullback. They'll do some power game here with Coach Darryl Crouch in his 13th season. And he really resurrected the Washington program, didn't he? He had 5 conference titles back-to-back. They won the conference title. 6:42 clock runs. Second and 10 from their 11. Single back. Back to pass. Quick pass to the flat on the right side. Ludoff with the grab.
You can't let him catch that.
Yep. Goes out of bounds at the 20.
You've got to play tighter coverage than that. They're just going to pick you apart.
Yeah, and you can tell, Caleb Fisher has that quick release, man. He just zips that pass out there. You saw first play of the game when he passed it to the flat. I mean, we're talking a pretty good distance where he threw the ball in a blink. So it'll be third and short yardage. This is really what Washington wants to be in. Manageable situations on their third down. Inside and a push. It gets all the way up to about the 25 and a converted. Run there by a first down.
That's a keeper by the quarterback.
And the QB, this Caleb Fisher.
Fisher, 4 yards.
So it's again, you look up front for them, Crouch, Punk, Boley. The guards in the center up front. Very experienced group there. So 6-16, Washington 7, Little Giants 6. So first and 10 from the 25. Offset back formation. And it's a keeper by Caleb Fisher. One tackle. Gets around about the 40. Stumbles. A stutter step there. Down about the 47. Down to about the 49. So a run there by Caleb Fisher. Extended that play with his legs that time.
24-yard play.
And I don't think really was not really a broken play. That was kind of a design run off to this left side by Caleb Fisher, the junior. Gathered him up 20-plus yards.
Basically, it's a delayed draw, but instead of giving it to somebody else, he keeps it.
So again, they'll go with the receiver to this near side. That's Newkirk, number 10. And they have Ludoff up at the opposite side. Now they relay the play in. They'll go with the I formation. Under center, Caleb Fisher. Fullback, tailback. Washington, single receiver to this near side. Under center, Caleb Fisher pitches to Sam Walter. Turns the corner, and one step, and going to be coming back to about the 25, down to about the 23.
I am hoping that's coming back with a hold.
That was Sam Walter. If he got in that crease, Bobby, he was gone.
He was.
And Louis Ibarra caught up with him about that particular point there. But the indication here.
Looks like they're going to call block in the back, so that's good for us.
You could tell when the flag was thrown, that's usually the part of the field, but nothing has really changed my mind sometimes about officiating. There's about the time you think you know what they're going to call, Bob. It's usually the opposite. We'll see what the indication is here. Blocking the back against Washington, so we catch a break here. That'll move it back. So a big play now in the stretch of the second quarter, but still 5:21. Pretty much the kind of game I really thought. I didn't think there was going to be a lot of points, you know.
I figured there'd be more than just 7-6 so far, though.
It just makes it pretty tough, you know, when a lot of the game is dictated by the defenses, and both these teams have had a couple of shots. Early score in this game came at 4:49, first quarter. 49-yard run by Sam Walter. PAT was added. Little Giants got on the board at the 2:24 mark. A 31-yard run by Clint Wells. No good on the conversion. That's the difference right now, 7-6. So we'll see where Little Giants will sub. Aaron Evans will come in. Get a chance to get a little bit of a breather for the Little Giants. Aaron Evans.
He uses his second timeout.
And a timeout by the Canton Little Giants. So first down will be our call when we return. Washington on the move as the Little Giants take a timeout back here to Memorial Stadium in 30 seconds.
Helping bring you this event, Sedgwick Funeral Homes, located in Bartonville, Farmington, and in Canton. By Remax Traders Unlimited, Susie McMillan, your agent. Spoonerver Animal Clinic, located on the north edge of Canton. By Stereo Village, located on South 4th Avenue. Canton Wesley United Methodist Church, located on North Avenue A in Canton. And Spoonerver Home Health, Quality Disposal, and Quality Roll-Off.
I'll remind you, coming up, our usual senior interviews at halftime, brought to you by the IPEFA State Bank. And tonight we'll have Blake Poston and Drake Yerby. Had a chance to sit down with them. Each Thursday night we take usually 2 or 3 of these seniors and kind of random little questions. You never know how a lot of they're going to answer.
Put them on the spot,
including them. That's the kind of the whole really neat thing about it. Great experience for them. So 1st and 10 for Washington at the Little Giants 43-yard line. Caleb Fisher with the full complement of the backfield. Pitch out to the right side, Ludoff. They play soft off to him. He makes the grab up to about the 40. Let's see, about the 38-yard line.
5-yard advancement.
And a play there. A little pitch and catch there. Fisher to Ludoff. Fisher, and a lot of colleges, Illinois especially over the last few years, have always gone to that quick pit, you know, just kind of the little pass off to the wing there. It's just a quick pitch and a catch.
But here's the catch: is when the defender's playing 7 yards soft, they're going to do it all night long.
Yep.
You've got to man up on them.
Fullback, quarterback, and running back. Here comes the pressure on a screen. It goes to Sam Walter. He catches it, turns to the right side, gets it inside the 15, down to near the 10. What's the one of the play, Bob? Over 17 years or plus that UMI have always talked. What's one play that teams will throw against us we've not been able to defend? We only use it a couple of times each game. A screen pass, middle screen. Then they catch it, and they run it inside the 10-yard line. So it'll be them, Washington, 1st and goal inside the 10. And pretty much the power formation. They work Fisher under center. Inside Sam Walter and drugged down. Going back about the 11. Big stop there defensively by the Little Giants. One of those, Micah Barnhart.
3-yard loss, Leon.
Yep, big play there.
It is.
Good call by Coach Justin Miller, signaling that call in, getting it to the defensive call. They do the wristband too. It's kind of the play, the relay. So it'll be
Come to the press box and claim it.
second down. And goal from the 9. I should say, yeah, from the 9.
Right.
Second goal from the 9. Out of the gun this time, they work it. That's Fisher. He turns and hauled down inside. Got a yard or two. That's Caleb Fisher.
They got him down to the 6. That's a 3-yard gain.
So a couple of yards there by Caleb Fisher. And that's one of the things you have to honor, because he could either pitch too. You see that pitch variation he had off to his immediate right.
Yeah, Walter available.
And he made the right call, though, Bob.
He did.
You know, we had nobody claps down there, so he got an extra couple of yards. Ludoff now goes the receiver to this wide side of the field.
That piece all lane, but we close it up pretty quick.
So 3:10 clock runs. Washington with a 7-6 lead. Inside the 10. Third and goal from the 6. Walter gets away, trying to drag him down. A good shot by Evan Otto. Brings him down about the 5.
That's a big tackle right there.
Big tackle by Evan, because he had the corner beat, and Evan Otto raced, grabbed him and threw him down.
Now what are you going to do?
At the 5.
4th and goal.
So 4th and goal with a 1-point advantage, Washington, with 2:38 before halftime.
They got the kicker in, Leon.
And again, field goal is Yoder usually. That's usually who attempts that. We'll see.
That is Joe Basso.
So Joe Basso will attempt a PAT out of the hold of Fisher.
22-yard attempt, Leon.
22-yarder field goal. Basso, and boots it to the uprights. 22-yard on a field goal. So they have 2 or 3 people can kick. This time it is Basso. And a good job defensively, and Washington has to settle for a field goal. So it's Washington 10, the Little Giants 6, with 2:12 remaining before halftime. We kick it off back to Memorial Stadium in 30 seconds.
Helping bring you this event, Monocle's Pizza, located on North 5th Avenue in Canton. In Canton, we deliver. The Bank of Farmington, with locations in Farmington and in Canton. Canton Napa, located on North 1st Avenue. Big Horse Vineyard, located near Lewistown. Lambs of God Daycare and Preschool, located on North Avenue A. And M. Bixler Video Productions, located in Canton.
You know, Washington blessed with 4 different kind of kickers. And they have Hunsaker, who does the punting. They have DeBoof. They have Yoder. And the guy who just added the field goal, 22 yards, Joe Basso. So again, maybe soccer does add to that, because Jesse Theobald, quite a soccer player himself, does the duties, double duties. And here with 2:12, so Little Giants now down 10-6. How about a kickoff return here, Bob? A little lightning here. Ball rolls at about the 15-yard line and goes down at about the 20. On the return by the Little Giants, and that was Drake Yerbik. And the Little Giants will have the possession here.
It's like the hour on 22, Leon.
So 2:08. See what the Little Giants. And we've gone a little bit more to bunch formation. You notice that, Bob? The last several play calls by Cody Myers, we've gone a little bit more of a pass look in regards to that. And we're really running established. We can't get on the edge to develop a lot of our usual power game.
Or we're just not gaining positive yards on first down.
Yeah,
which
exactly.
actually, hinders what we want to do for second and third.
Inside and a handoff, and they read it, and then the dive play gets up to about the 21. And the keeper there that time by Little Giants, Dylan Walton.
No gain.
No gain. So Little Giants with the minute 51.
And what's it do? Put you at second and 10.
Stick around our halftime show. It's brought to you throughout the year by Just Tees and Hair and Nail Salon. Schedule your appointment with the Hair and Nail Professionals, 647-4711. Located at 3 Little Giants Plaza, North Main in Canton. That'll be coming up. Part of our Little Giant halftime show. Bob Wagner, Leon Groover with you. They run bunch formation. No, they shift out of it. Now the usual kind of a wing blocker. Inside, a handoff. That's Drake Yerbick trying to find that seam, run to the opposite side. And again, the Little Giants with a run.
2 yards.
And a couple of yards there by the Little Giants offensively. And stalled here in our own territory. So it will be third down for the Little Giants.
If you don't get a first down, you have to punt. You get the ball back to Washington with their 3 timeouts.
Yep. So 52 seconds clock running here. Play clock down to about 16. Dylan Walton will bring a play in. Play clock is going to go down to about 10.
I can see us
They get the play go.
We'll probably use our last timeout, Leon.
They run. Line of scrimmage. Play clock is at 3. Snap of the football. Clint Wells barrels his way. And not much of a gain as well for the Little Giants.
Washington uses their first timeout.
So a timeout here with 27 seconds. Washington using a 22-yard field goal after the early touchdown leads the Little Giants 10-6. Quick timeout. Remaining part of our second quarter, back in 30 seconds.
Helping bring you this event, Sedgwick Funeral Homes, located in Bartonville, Farmington, and in Canton. By Remax Traders Unlimited, Susie McMillan, your agent. Spoonerver Animal Clinic, located on the north edge of Canton. By Stereo Village, located on South 4th Avenue. Canton Wesley United Methodist Church, located on North Avenue A in Canton. And Spoonerver Home Health, Quality Disposal, and Quality Roll-Off.
Back here, the closing 27 seconds. Again, the Little Giants faced with a 4th down and 8 from our 27-yard line. And back to return here with a punt.
Well, you can't get it blocked.
No. So Little Giants will be forced to punt. And a good job there by Nathan Lucas. And wings it Sam Walter at the 27-yard line. The return sideline and tumbles out at about the 42-yard line.
43-yard kick.
So a good job by Nathan Lucas. He stepped in. Done a good job tonight. Awkward looking kind of punt, but again, you have to kind of a directional punt there, Bobby, and you kind of angle it off to the side where they don't really get a chance to return it, and he's done a pretty good job.
He gets that little running start, Leon, behind the line.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, it might go over 20 yards in the air, but he's been getting 20 and 30 yards on the ground.
16 seconds here.
That's a 43-yard punt by him.
Do you see them taking one shot down the field here?
That they will, yep.
Washington has not broke huddle, the opposite side. Great turnout tonight in this opener at the Mid-Illini Conference. We're in week 3.
They got a little time to work with 16 seconds and 2 timeouts.
Yep. Their field position from their 41-yard line. They work it to the opposite hash mark. Out of the gun, back to pass. 4 receivers. Fisher floats it out here. Got a man open and overthrew Walter over the far sideline. Out there, it goes incomplete. Sam Walter, and it shows you the quick trigger by Caleb Fisher, man.
He had a bar on the coverage.
Woo. He just calmly stepped out and just moved to the pocket to the right a little bit there. And the second down with 9.6. So they'll have trips to this near side. Receiver will be Klein. And they have a receiver to the opposite side. Single back formation. 4 receivers. 9.6. Washington hooks up to the right side. They get it out of bounds. The completion to Newkirk. He stepped out of bounds in midfield. Enough for a first down. Move the chains. The clock now at 5.5. Maybe for halftime here. And they could choose if they want to. They still have a couple of timeouts. So inside receiver is Klein. Trips to this near side. Single back. Caleb Fisher, the junior QB. Rolls out to this near side. Here comes the pressure. They screen opposite right. And the catch there to Walter. And run and time comes to an end. He's finally brought down. That little misdirection on that screen to the opposite side. And Washington's possession ends this second quarter. Tight game. Washington, the use of a 22-yard field goal. It's 10-6. Washington leads the Canton Little Giants. Up next, it's our halftime show. It's brought to you by Just Teasin Hair and Nail Salon at 647-4711. To schedule your appointment, the hair and nail professionals at Just Teasin at 3 Little Giants Plaza, North Main in Canton. Back to chat a little bit. We'll have also a conversation with our seniors. That'll be coming up. That will feature Drake Yerbick and Blake Poston. And if we get a chance, we'll have a conversation with coach of the golf team, and Mike Emery will be coming up. Stick around for that. Halftime is brought to you by Just Teasin Hair and Nail Salon. Back here to Memorial Stadium in 2 minutes.
I'm Adam Hain.
Helping bring you this event, Sedgwick Funeral Homes, located in Bartonville, Farmington, and in Canton. By Remax Traders Unlimited, Susie McMillan, your agent. Spoonerver Animal Clinic, located on the north edge of Canton. By Stereo Village, located on South 4th Avenue. Canton Wesley United Methodist Church, located on North Avenue A in Canton. And Spoonerver Home Health, Quality Disposal, and Quality Roll-Off. Helping bring you this event, Monocle's Pizza, located on North 5th Avenue in Canton. In Canton, we deliver. The Bank of Farmington, with locations in Farmington and in Canton. Canton Napa, located on North 1st Avenue. Big Horse Vineyard, located near Lewistown. Lambs of God Daycare and Preschool, located on North Avenue A. And M. Bixler Video Productions, located in Canton.
I'm Jason. I'm 32, and my risk for stroke is increased by 5 times because of an irregular heartbeat called atrial fibrillation, or AFib. Because of my young age, I'm not a typical AFib patient.
And I'm Pat. I'm 62, and I'm a 2-time stroke survivor with AFib, which is most common in older people.
Together, we are faces of AFib and stroke.
Telling our stories might help save a life.
Take action today by talking with a healthcare professional about your risk, and visit stroke.org to learn more.
Back here, we'll have a couple of interviews during our halftime. Coach Mike Emery, the golf squad, and also the baseball coach will be visiting with us very shortly. Also, the scoring recap of this one, and it is brought to you throughout the year by Country Financial, Ray Rickenow, Walter Brown. Scoring in this one after, again, the Washington second possession of the night, first quarter. 4-play drive covered 60 yards and a 49-yard run by Sam Walter. PAT was good by DeBoof, and it was Washington 7-0. 4 plays again later. Little Giants will come right back, and a 31-yard run on Clint Wells' run. The 2-point conversion was no good. That was the difference early, 7-6. That was a 5-play drive that covered 80 yards. Interception by the Panthers. They go 3-and-out Washington into the second quarter. A big key punt by Nathan Lucas punt. And then Washington and the Little Giants defense stiffened up, and they would only go for a 22-yard field goal by Joe Basso at 2:12. That's our scoring in the first half by Washington 10 and the Canton Little Giants 6. Still to come, our Pava State Bank and our senior interviews. Let's get a chance to visit with the Little Giant golf coach, Mike Emery. Pick up the microphone there.
Hello, hello.
Michael, how are you doing, bud?
I'm doing great.
You're also doing double duty. What are you doing? You're working the scoreboard and helping out with that as well?
Yep. I run the clock on the scoreboard. So it's nice view of the football stadium.
So I've been yelling at all this time. I'm yelling at the other guy, and I thought.
Oh yeah. Keep yelling at Butch.
Keep it Butch. See, we keep blaming Butch. So that's a good
fine.
thing, right?
That's fine. That's fine.
Right. Golf season, how's things going with the boys? I know you've had a couple of good rounds, and you've had Cade Bugas and company, a couple of guys really step up for you, and starting to get a pretty good nucleus. 4 or 5 guys are getting into the 40s, shooting pretty well for you early going.
Yeah, it's the last few seasons have been kind of building towards us getting better, and then this season we've got 6 guys that are consistently in the 40s, and the great thing is I have 5 returning next year. Actually, Aiden, my son, is leading the team in scoring average. He was about 43.5 last time I checked it. Garrett had a good turnaround for him the other night. He shot a 39, and that's what we need. We need that guy that's going to shoot in the 30s and
consistently, right?
Yes. We don't have a guy that's going to go throw up a 34, a 32 like Tommy Cool. But if we can get a guy in the 30s and then 3 right at 40, 41, 42, that gives us a good shot.
Well, when you look at how tough it is in the other parts of conferences for football, is it the same way for golf? I mean, that difficult too? I mean, there are some quality players that come out of the Mid-Illini, right?
Yeah, and one of the things that we are at a disadvantage of is they get all those clubs that they can go play at. And Weemutuck does a great job with us. They let us on twice a week this summer. But being able to experience all the different courses is a plus for them. But, our conference is loaded in golf. Every year it seems like we send somebody to a big school. This year, Tommy Cool going to the U of I. I equate that to somebody going to Duke in basketball.
Yeah.
Illinois is in the top 4. Seems like every season here lately. But top to bottom, you got the Dunlap, you got Morton, Pekin, that are just always really, really good. And then the rest of us were kind of bunched together after that.
What's kind of when you look at it now with the competition-wise and everything, what do you work on outside of matches, those type of things? You work on a little bit of the putting game, or, different things, just the fundamentals,
I've gone here lately with kind of what I call individual workouts. So Cade Bugas was having problems putting, so he and I went out on a green. The other guys went and played some holes, and he and I spent an hour putting. If a kid's having troubles with his accuracy, getting in greens and regulations, then we have a set where they'll go play 9 holes from 100 yards, just working on iron accuracy.
Absolutely.
So whatever the kid is having troubles with, we go work on it that day.
Absolutely. Mike Emery's with us, and he's also going to be coming up in the spring. Baseball coach.
Yeah.
I know you're looking forward to that. We go back ways. I covered a lot of the Little Giant baseball back to his playing days, so you can tell he's pretty old. He's getting to that particular one. I've never aged. I just never aged, Michael. That's the way to do it.
Leon.
So I know you got to be, congrats first of all.
Thank you.
I'm real proud of you, and known you most of your life. It's a great opportunity for you. I know you've been looking forward to that.
I've really been looking forward to it, and Coach Walters did a great job, and he was great to work with. And I'm starting to get my nucleus of guys that I want with me. TJ will be returning. Josiah. I still got to work out some logistics, but I think Josiah is going to be up with me as my pitching coach.
That's great, man.
And then TJ, kind of an overall quality manager type of guy, and then I'll be running the offense and defensive.
Absolutely. Looking forward to it. Michael, always appreciate it. You do a great job, I know. Again, great job up here as well, even though we've been blaming Butch. So,
that was Butch.
That's the way it goes. Mike Emery, we appreciate it, buddy.
Thank you for all you guys do as well.
You got it, buddy. Well, coming up on our halftime show, it's brought to you by Just Teasin' Nair Nail Salon. We'll take a 30-second break, and our Ipava State Bank senior interviews when we return in 30 seconds.
Helping bring you this event, Monocle's Pizza, located on North 5th Avenue in Canton. In Canton, we deliver. The Bank of Farmington, with locations in Farmington and in Canton. Canton Napa, located on North 1st Avenue. Big Horse Vineyard, located near Lewistown. Lambs of God Daycare and Preschool, located on North Avenue A. And M. Bixler Video Productions, located in Canton.
Tonight's senior player interviews on WBYS are brought to you by the Ipava State Bank, locally owned and operated since 1902. Ipava State Bank, an equal housing lender, member FDIC. This time around, our visit Blake Poston and Drake Yerbick. First of all, Blake, let's mention your parents' names.
Tim and Janelle Poston.
All right. Drake, what about you?
Jeff Yerbick and Tasha Shaw.
All right. Let's talk about position you play on the team. You do a lot of wide receiver, receiving type of thing there. Blake, talk about anything else you do with this team.
I also play safety.
All right. What's some of the things that you worked on as you get to your senior year, improvement as either one of those positions?
Obviously, getting stronger is a big key, and speed also plays a big part of it.
All right. Drake, what about you? You play multiple positions in regards to that. What's the thing that you strive to coming in? Of course, being one of the captains, I know that is very gratifying for you coming into this season.
Yeah, I always want to do my best and help the team out and do the best I can to lead us to victory.
Yeah. What about each of the positions you play? Any kind of favorite? You like offense, defense? What's kind of your favorite there?
I like offense because I like blocking, running the ball, but defense, I just like guarding them and intercepting the football. So.
All right. Let's talk about as a favorite moment as you look maybe back to the playoffs last year, maybe beating Metamora. Anything particular stick out for you as a player, as a team member of this team there, Blake?
Probably when we were in the playoffs and our whole student section and crowd stormed the field after we beat Columbia. That was a really fun game to be at.
Absolutely. Drake, what about you?
No doubt Columbia is one of my favorite, but I'd have to go with Metamora, definitely. I mean, 4 years, we haven't beat them in my 3 years, actually, but last year, my junior year, we put them down.
Absolutely. When you look at coming in, is there anything odd that you do? Because there's some players that have some real weird superstitions, something they have to wear. They listen to certain music or anything. You got that kind of a thing before you get ready for a game night?
No, I just stay focused before the game, go out and play a little catch, and stay relaxed.
All right. Drake, what about you?
Oh, I usually go to...
He's superstitious, are you?
Yeah, I usually go to Dunkin' Donuts and get me an iced coffee. French vanilla iced coffee.
Is that right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, keep doing it, man, because it's working. Let's talk about a favorite, maybe a sports movie or any type of movie you've viewed or seen here in the last few years.
Remember the Titans has always been one of my top favorites. It shows a lot of character and staying together as a team.
Absolutely. What about you, Drake?
It'd have to be Remember the Titans or When the Game Stands Tall, but probably When the Game Stands Tall would be one of my favorite movies.
All right. We all like different types of food. What's kind of your favorite food, man? You just like to get down and eat a bunch of it. There's been spaghetti, steak. I would think a lot of our different seniors. What's your favorite food there?
Usually any kind of pasta and lots of it.
Lots of it? All right. Rick, what about you?
Probably any kind of meat. I'm more of
anything
a meat
you've
guy.
shot or killed,
yeah,
right?
Exactly. Anything I shot or killed, I'd eat it.
Well, let's talk a little bit about the biggest impact in your life. Could be a parent, could be a coach. Who you think maybe have had the biggest impact in your life as you come into a senior here?
No doubt my parents have both been the biggest impact in my life, making me always live up to my goals and meet anything that I want to achieve.
All right. Rick, what about you?
I'd probably have to be my uncle, man. He's raised me since I was a kid, and he'll help me do anything. He'll give me anything I need, so it'd have to be my uncle.
Yeah, I think because you're kind of like a part of my family too. We've known each other for quite a few years, so I understand where you're coming from. That, and you got to be very pleased where you're at to this point as a captain on the senior of the season. I remember when you're back in the JFL and stuff like that. You ever envisioned to be this point, having gone to the semifinals? I mean, those kind of goals set for you as a player as well.
Coming in to high school, I wanted to be that leader and wanted to be up there with every other team that's done, good. But right now, I really don't think I'd be where I am now.
Absolutely. Let's talk a little bit about some of the things you expect out of this senior year. Maybe something, conference title, to beat Washington tonight, or what do you take a look at as being one of the main kind of things within the program this year as a senior?
Well, there's two teams that my grade has never beat in our high school. Routes, and we would really like to beat Washington this year along with Dunlap because we should have beat them both our freshman year and we were not focused, but we need to stay focused this year and let's take the conference championship.
Absolutely. You look back at some of those games too, Drake, as a freshman and thing, and those kind of still stick in your craw a little bit, not beating a couple of different teams?
Yeah, Washington and Dunlap, for these past couple years, we haven't come focused to the games, and I hate to say that, but it's true. But now we got Washington and Dunlap in our crosshairs. We got Metamora out of the way, so Washington and Dunlap are our two biggest goals.
All right, Blake. What about your future plans after you graduate? So you're going to go on to school. What kind of professional you want to be in search of?
I'm going to go for a 4-year degree in mechanical engineering.
All right, Rick. What about you? What's your plans there?
I'm going to probably go into law enforcement and become a game warden.
All right. Guys, we appreciate it. Continued success this senior season. Blake Post and Drake Yerbick. Our interviews of our seniors brought to you by the Ipava State Bank, locally owned and operated since 1902. Ipava State Bank, an equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Helping bring you this event, Sedgwick Funeral Homes, located in Bartonville, Farmington, and in Canton. By Remax Traders Unlimited, Susie McMillan, your agent. Spoonerver Animal Clinic, located on the north edge of Canton. By Stereo Village, located on South 4th Avenue. Canton Wesley United Methodist Church, located on North Avenue A in Canton. And Spoonerver Home Health, Quality Disposal, and Quality Roll-Off. Helping bring you this event, Monocle's Pizza, located on North 5th Avenue in Canton. In Canton, we deliver. The Bank of Farmington, with locations in Farmington and in Canton. Canton Napa, located on North 1st Avenue. Big Horse Vineyard, located near Lewistown. Lambs of God Daycare and Preschool, located on North Avenue A. And M. Bixler Video Productions, located in Canton.
Look at our in-game stats. Are brought to you updated by White Oaks in Canton. Make White Oaks your pregame stop every Friday for $1.75 cheeseburgers, 75-cent fries, 4 till 7. White Oaks at 46 White Court in Canton. My man, BW with the first half numbers there, Bobby.
All right, Leon, for the Washington Panthers. Rushing, Josh Schellenberg had 1 carry, no yards. Caleb Fisher, 5 carries, 32 yards. Brandon Durr, 1 carry, 1 yard. Sam Walter, 12 carries, 85 yards, 1 touchdown.
1 minute.
Cole Ludoff, 1 carry, -2 yards. Rushing totals, 20 carries, 116 yards, 1 touchdown. Passing for the Panthers, Caleb Fisher, 8 out of 13. No interceptions, 98 yards, no touchdowns. Receiving for Washington, Cole Ludoff, 3 catches, 20 yards. Garrett Bundy, 1 catch for 9. Brett Williams, also 1 catch for 9. Sam Walter, 2 catches for 49 yards. And Peyton Newkirk, 1 catch, 11 yards. Receiving totals, 8 catches, 98 yards, no touchdowns. Total offense in the first half for Washington, rushing 116 yards, passing 98, a grand total of 214 yards. Time of possession, 13 minutes, 23 seconds. For the Canton Little Giants, rushing, Drake Yerbick, 3 carries, 9 yards. Clint Wells, 6 carries, 72 yards, 1 touchdown. Ethan Magnuson, 5 carries, 6 yards. Dylan Walton, 2 carries, 2 yards. Rushing totals, 16 carries, 89 yards, 1 touchdown. Passing for the Little Giants, Clint Wells, 2 out of 8, 1 of those intercepted, for a total of 78 yards and no touchdowns. Receiving, Nathan Lucas caught both passes for 78 yards. Receiving totals, 2 catches, 78 yards, no touchdowns. Total offense for Canton, 89 yards rushing, 78 yards passing, a total of 167 yards. Time of possession, 10 minutes, 37 seconds.
All right, Bobby's rundown of the game stats brought to you by White Oaks in Canton. Make White Oaks your pregame stop every Friday. $1.75 cheeseburgers, 75-cent fries, 4 till 7. White Oaks at 46 White Court in Canton. Again, we got the scores at halftime, updating those. Those are brought to you by Just Tees and Hair Nail Salon at 3 Little Giant Plaza, North Main in Canton. Halftime, it is East Peoria 16, Limestone nothing. Also, after halftime, Dunlap 16, Pekin nothing. Also, later in the game, it's 14-14. Morton and Metamora 14-14. That's, again, left in the half. So just a little bit of time left there. A few seconds, about 51 seconds left in the half. So it's a 14-14 tie. Elsewhere in the third quarter, Lewistown 28, South Fulton 12. Third quarter, Abington Avon 21, North Fulton coming back, but 14 in the third quarter. Knoxville 30, Rushville Industry 22. Also, we have a minute 20 left in the game. Farmington 50, Illini West nothing. And Farmington's going to go to 3-0. Final tonight, the West Prairie Bushnell. They stay undefeated, 55-12 over Havana. And Elmwood Brimfield in the second half leads 66-6 over Peoria Heights. A couple of runaway games in the action tonight. Those are brought to you by Justizen Hair and Nail Salon at 3 Little Giants Plaza, North Main in Canton. Little Giants will receive to start the second half, and they deferred in the first half. Washington will kick off. And again, it will be kicking off Kyle DeBoeuf. He'll be kicking off. Little Giants trailing this one 10-6. So, Bobby, we're ready for second half football. And I think, to this particular point, you're not in all of Washington. You played toe-to-toe defensively. They've had the advantage. A couple of bigger plays offensively. Got the field goal late in the second quarter. But we got a tight game here. Anybody's ball game to start the second half.
We answered the call, I thought, pretty much in the first half, except for that one drive where they end up getting the field goal. I think the big key right now is getting the ball offensively the first drive, second half.
Settle down and get a good drive put together here.
Totally agree.
DeBoeuf will kick off from the 40. Here we go, second half. Big kick deep out there. And for about the 10-yard line. And it's, again, Dylan Walton with the carry. Gets it to about the 23, 24-yard line. On the return by the Little Giants. That's Dylan Walton, a 6-foot sophomore. As the Little Giants will have the first possession to begin this 12 minutes of football. Good to have you along. Don't forget, Coaches Roundtable will come your way tomorrow morning at 9:05. Live from Hy-Vee tomorrow night. Illinois takes on Western Kentucky tomorrow night. 6 o'clock pregame. Kickoff will be at 7. The Illini football for you tomorrow here on WBYS. Here we go. Working left to right in the second half. Snap of the football. Magnuson. And we're trying to power our way up to about the 25-yard line. So it may be a gain of 1. Trying to establish, trying to get, I know that Coach Pearson in the last couple of years always was a concerted effort, Bob, to establish the edge, trying to get something power-wise that usually will open up a lot of other things offensively. And Washington, give them a lot of credit, man. They have stood the test here so far, not giving us anything much up the middle tonight.
They're beating us off the snap of the ball at the line of scrimmage.
Again, for the Little Giants, second down. And it's going to be a run. And it goes to about the 27. On the carry there. Big stop there defensively by Will Crouch, who's getting up. That is, again, Jake Smith.
Gain of 2.
Couple of yards for Jake Smith, the sophomore. 6'3", 195. On the season, Jake has 3 catches, 63 yards for a touchdown. Trying to get his 6'3" frame involved in the offense, along with Nathan Lucas. We got some shots here. We'll see what happens here. 3rd down and 6. Snap of the football here. We have some movement, and there's going to be a penalty. It looks like Nathan Lucas moved in the backfield there, so false start against the Little Giants.
That's only their 3rd penalty for 30 yards.
10-6 as we begin second half football. And it'll be 3rd down and long for the Little Giants offense from the 23-yard line.
It's tough enough to get a decent run against a defense like this in this game, and now you penalize yourself 5 yards. Now you're looking at 3rd and 11.
Here's Blake Poston, a receiver, Drake Yerbick, and probably Jake Smith, the inside man there. Flaring out, Ethan Magnuson. Flips the pass. Mags, a catch up at the opposite side, trying to stretch it out to get it across to 30, 31. Got a nice chunk of real estate on that one. They flared Ethan Magnuson out there. They run trips to this near side. So Little Giants get a group of the yards back. It'll be 4th down and 2, a long 2. And we're going for it here. Little Giants. Haven't sent anybody back here, Bob.
We're going to punt land.
Yep.
Nathan's back there.
You got Nathan Lucas.
That's a tough spot to go for deep in their own end.
So a punt formation. And then they kind of Get a blocking situation. Nathan Lucas runs and he kicks it. Nobody back, and it rolls. Get a friendly roll. It rolls inside the 20, down at about the 16-yard line. So Little Giants, Nathan Lucas, he has been gold tonight, man. Really good job. 3 and out, and a punt again by Nathan Lucas. He steps up here. And again, Washington really refused to give anything up. I tell you, yardage-wise is very, very tough to get so far. 10-6, Washington football to take over in this third quarter. And the Little Giants defense to the task. Gabe Gossett, he'll be in. Nathan Lucas. So we have Otto, Drake Yerbik, that's the secondary. And Caleb Fisher. Washington from the 15-yard line. 1st and 10, right to left. Washington inside, reverse handoff. It goes to Walter. He's in some running space out there and tackled on the opposite side of the field.
With someone as quick as he is at the line of scrimmage, you can't allow him to get into the open space because he's going to burn you with that speed.
And again, stopped there by Evan Otto. And again, big play there by Sam Walter.
That gives him 13 carries for 96 yards.
And he's really not a guy that's played a lot in the opening first 2 games, but he's been a good change of pace for them.
But if you recall, last year we saw him.
Yeah, I did.
And he came in there and made a difference.
1st and 10 now from the 26-yard line. Snap of the football. They run inside and down at about the 30 of the pile up.
Might be Durr.
Yep. We'll see as the on pile there. I believe it is 34. You got it. Brendan Durr. He's the fullback with that carry.
Give him 4.
Zone read. They'll use power I formation. They've used a little pistol at times. They'll use an offset running back kind of situation as well.
They show a ton of formations.
Yeah, they do.
And they've got the personnel to do it.
8:30 of the third quarter. Washington, zone read. Keeper is by Fisher. He gets away, turns, spins, and down at about the 38. Spun and touched there.
Give him 6 in the first
Look
down.
at Gage Miller made the initial contact there. Again, it's Caleb Fisher, and he's kept some plays alive with his leg, running the football. We've had a tough time corralling him.
That's that varsity experience.
We had him too, Bob. We had him at a position, and he kind of cut back there a little bit up to the hash mark.
That's how your experience can pay off, though, Leon.
Clock runs here, coming up on the 8-minute mark of the third quarter here. You got Caleb Miller, also in the secondary now for the Little Giants. Inside, and Walter going nowhere. Stuffed back at the 35. Good pursuit, pushes them all back to see where they actually will make the stop here.
It's only going to be a loss of 3.
Yep. So again, good stop there by Little Giants. Micah Barnhart, 2 or 3 other players there really did a good job. Gage Miller and Nathan Petty. So 2 or 3 of those guys were able to make the stop there on the interior play by the Little Giants. 2nd down and a dozen. Washington's offense gets the play call for the opposite side with Darryl Crouch, his 13th year at the helm of Washington. They won back-to-back Mid-Illini titles. Steps up, quick pass, and a catch up the opposite side up to about the 40. Playing off the receiver, gives them a catch to the opposite side there. And again, Ludoff.
3 yards.
They, that's one of the things. I tell you what, Bob, and you think about this, one of the things, working under center for Caleb Fisher, that is a very difficult step and throw kind of play. That's a very difficult one. If you work under, a lot of guys don't. That's why they went to the gun a lot. Guys can't make that throw.
And with that quick release and the cushion we're giving the receivers, he's going to chew us apart with that stuff.
He will. So 3rd down and 9. Back to pass on the slant. The catch into Canton territory. The grab there by Brett Williams on the slant. He caught him in stride. About the 47 across the midfield. Inside the 45 into Washington territory. Now he's just really kind of threading. He's really getting the arm warmed up now, man. He's in a rhythm. Trips to this near side. Single back. 1st and 10 now for the 45 of the Little Giants. Snap of the football, the zone read. And it's a Fisher. He gets away. One man turns the corner up to the hash mark down to the 35. And they had to stop there defensively by the Little Giants. Garrett Petty caught him from behind.
Give him 11.
He's been elusive tonight. That is Caleb Fisher for Washington. He's the junior QB. Now they go trips to the opposite side.
What they're doing is kind of
Ludolph, Klein. And again, kind of really going a no huddle. Real in high pace here. Play clock is at 15. Under 6 minutes of this third quarter. Washington 10-6. Moving to chains. Fisher throws a strike and a catch about the 30. And a grab there by Logan Klein. So Logan Klein, I tell you what, if you want to count, normally they say it's 3 to 4 seconds, Bob, that if they snap of the football to the quarterback getting a release, he's half that time. That's how quick he's getting it out of his hands. Not a chance to really blitz or any of those kind of call.
There's no hesitation in decision making either.
So what do? You play up on him and jam him. Then what does he do? Take a strike down the field? I mean, that's the play action kind of situation.
The thing that worried me so far is the cushion we're giving it.
Exactly. Out of the gun, single back. Inside the handoff. And again, he gets it across. And he goes inside the 30 down to about the 27.
It was Walter for a gain of probably 2.
Sam Walter, he's a junior. Deep in this junior class of the Little Giants for Washington. Making the stop, the sophomore Micah Barnhart. 4:45, man. They've run some time, haven't they, in this drive?
Big play here.
So we face a 3rd down and 4. Single back, it's Walter. Deuces, receivers for package. Single back, now he sets him to the right side. That is Caleb Fisher. Trying to get him offside. Draws it, throws, Fisher, launches it, goes incomplete. Incomplete.
Drake Yerbig.
Yep, Yerbig stepped in there, made the stop there, was intended off the right side for Brett Williams. That goes incomplete, forces them into a 4th down. So critical defensive call here for the Little Giants with a 4th down and 4 from the 28 of the Little Giants. Washington with a 10-6 lead. Last score came in that second quarter, the 22-yard field goal. Little Giants have had a 31-yard run by Clint Wells. Sam Walters had a 49-yard run. Those are 3 scores in this game so far. Out of the gun, quick strike, and it goes incomplete. Incomplete. Louis Ibarra out there as well. Knocked it down. So Little Giants 4th down, no conversion. The Little Giants defense has stepped up a couple of big times tonight, including giving up just a 22-yard field goal. So Little Giants will take over.
And that was a 12-play drive with no points.
That's what you like to do, stymie Washington now. Little Giants will take over.
Now your offense has got to sustain a drive, your defense a rest.
This is where your tandem works. Defense is one aspect of it. Now the offense has got to rise to the occasion here. From the 28, Little Giants will go with a receiver that's posting. Wing, the blocker, single back with the QB. Everybody set down, snap of the football. That is Clint Wells. Out of the pocket, still looking. He's got to get rid of it. He's going to go down. Could not get rid of the football. And they did not allow him to step up through the pocket there, Bob, and that's one of the few mistakes we've seen Clint on that read. And it's going to go all the way back inside the 15.
Loss of 14 yards.
So a 14-yard loss. Dylan Walton will come in. Magnuson comes off the sideline. Blake Poston will bring the play in. Revolving offensive door tonight has not swung in our favor. Now the Little Giants, 2nd and a long 20. Clint Wells takes a snap. They roll it to the near side. Trying to turn the corner, Dylan Walton. He's got some speed. Nice little cut up to the numbers. Nothing happening there, though. He gets it across the 21.
Your mate.
I still like that, though. I still like for Dylan to make that quicker cut, don't you? Inside the numbers. When you get inside the numbers, kind of kind of a threat there.
Yeah,
Then we start making some stuff happen.
There's a little lane between the hash mark and the numbers lane where you could have probably got another 6 or 7 yards.
So they cut into that to get a chunk of it. Third down.
Still a big chunk to go, though.
Need to get to about the 37, 38-yard line for a first down.
Right in between them.
So we're at the 21. Third down for Little Giants. From the hash mark to the near side, left to right in the second half. Still 10-6 Washington. Clint Wells flips the pass and overthrew over the hands of Nathan Lucas.
That was a catchable ball, too.
That was a beautiful-looking pass. Went right to the hands of the senior Nathan Lucas. So forced Little Giants to punt here. So again, a 3-and-out first, again, possession of the half by the Little Giants. So punting opportunity coming up here with 2:25 left in this third quarter.
Here's where we need a good punt. They got players back this time, Leon.
Yep. See who the opposite side here. We get a chance to read on those. And again, Nathan Lucas turns, fires, and it's a return by Logan Klein. Logan Klein, there's the penalty marker. That was number 42, Blaze Punky. And again, the Little Giants here are going to get a break here. The block in the back on the return. So 3-and-out, and a punt again by Nathan Lucas. On the return was a block in the back, and it was very evident the official standing right next to him. So the Little Giants here with 2:14. So block in the back here. Coaches roundtable tomorrow morning. Early conversation, breakfast. We'll be for you tomorrow. Live from Hy-Vee at 9:05 here on WBYS. Third quarter football now.
That was a big penalty.
Yep, absolutely. It takes them out of great field position here.
Well, they had an R37. Now they're back at their own 35.
Huge swing here in the tail end of this third quarter.
That's in essence a 30-yard penalty.
Now they break huddle. Up front, Mendez, Crouch, Jace Punk, Boley, and G'day. 2:14 of the third. First and 10 for the Panthers. Caleb Fisher turns, steps, heaves it down the field. Got a man open, and he goes in and out. Incomplete to Logan Klein. I'll tell you what, Caleb Fisher stepped, and he fired that ball down the field, and it was all the way down inside the 30 from his own 30.
That was nice coverage by Zach Collier, Leon.
Yep. Stayed back here. And
stride for stride.
Again, it goes incomplete. They take a shot down the field against this Little Giant defense.
That's one of the few long throws they tried to make tonight.
Only a couple. Only a couple tonight. So 2nd and 10, they pretty much dinked us and run the interior game. 2nd and 10 now. Single under center. That is Fisher. Need a help. Walter laid the block, gets it across the 45 to the 46.
That's 10.
Stop to this near side here by Zach Collier. But it's again a first down. The difference so far, Caleb Fisher keeping drives going. We get him sealed off, and he just finds a way to run.
He's their offense besides Walter. He's got 60 yards rushing.
Unfortunately,
120 yards passing.
Unfortunately, Sam Walter wasn't really a block. He got laid out, and it was more like a block because he got taken down. So Washington now again a 1st and 10 as they near midfield from their own 46-yard line. Now they shift, blocking back, read the zone, keeper by Fisher. Little Giants do a good job, put a nice little hit on him. That was Gabe Gossett. Did a good job on the backside there. If he gets by him, Bob, he gets sprung loose. He gets a lot of real estate to midfield.
That he does.
So a good job staying home defensively by Gabe Gossett, reading that one.
That's the key term, staying home.
So 2nd and 12 now with 1:12 of the third quarter. 10-6 Washington leads the Little Giants. Second half. Nathan Petty back in. Substitution, Ian Pierce. Nice little breather there. Little Giants dig in. Near side, got Collar matched up one-on-one. Single back. Out of the gun. Fisher pump fakes. And again, threw the pass out here. One of the things, and you see the play there, Garrett Petty just kind of tapped the quarterback, pushed him down a little bit. He held up, he got to that point. Well, that's some of the growth we've seen from our couple of seniors.
Plus, you got the quarterback trying for an Emmy Award performance, too, with that little touch and falling back.
Yeah, he didn't hardly even brush him. And it goes incomplete, so it'll be third down. Digging in here. Got MBix for video production down on the field. Bob Wagner, Leon Groover. Fans trying to get fired up here with a third down and 12 for the Little Giant defense.
Two things, a deep ball or a screen pass.
Yep. Trips to this near side. And again, it is Ludoff. Now he goes inside the hash mark. He rolled to this near side. Cut him off. Cut him off. He's going nowhere. Cuts back. Down he goes. Down to the 35. Brilliant job. Interior, the sophomore Micah Barnhart turned him back into the linebackers, and a stop there by Garrett Petty. Brilliant job defensively. That's what you want to rally to the ball carrier. Great job by the Little Giants that time.
Wrap up.
That was a beautiful looking play. Huge swing here. Maybe we'll get good field position now.
Maybe they can get us a little mojo offensively on making that stop.
With a 3 and out and a punt coming up for Washington. 4 seconds left here in this third quarter. High booming punt. Everybody get out of the way. And it rolls down at about the 44-yard line. Little Giants will have it. 1st and 10. Tight game. Nobody scores in this third quarter. Remains 10-6 Washington. Little Giants will have the possession to begin this fourth quarter when we return in 1 minute.
Helping bring you this event, Sedgwick Funeral Homes, located in Bartonville, Farmington, and in Canton. By Remax Traders Unlimited, Susie McMillan, your agent. Spoonerver Animal Clinic, located on the north edge of Canton. By Stereo Village, located on South 4th Avenue. Canton Wesley United Methodist Church, located on North Avenue A in Canton. And Spoonerver Home Health, Quality Disposal, and Quality Roll-Off. Helping bring you this event, Monocle's Pizza, located on North 5th Avenue in Canton. In Canton, we deliver. The Bank of Farmington, with locations in Farmington and in Canton. Canton Napa, located on North 1st Avenue. Big Horse Vineyard, located near Lewistown. Lambs of God Daycare and Preschool, located on North Avenue A, and Mbixler Video Productions, located in Canton.
Offense rose to the occasion to see what the offense can do. 1st and 10 from our own 44-yard line. Sprint out to the right side. Clandwell sets the feet, throws it down the field, and a catch at inside the 30. A grab by the Little Giants. Nathan Lucas. Trent Wells on the seam to the right side connects. Wells to Nathan Lucas. That's the way we begin this fourth quarter. Cowboys, this place has gone nuts. Now Little Giants will sub. Dylan Walton will come in. Blake Poston out. Little Giants offense up front. And left tackle Waskow Jorgensen. Left guard Nathan Petty, the center. Gage Miller, the right guard, and Garrett Petty, right tackle offensively. Now they shift out of it back to the single wing formation. Power football. They used a little flicker play, trying to get Drake turned to the near side and drug down about the 25-yard line.
Give him 4, Leon.
Get him 4 there. We're trying to get it strung out here a little bit. And again,
couldn't seal off the edge, Leon.
Yep. That's that little flicker play where they take it again right off the hip and they run it to this left side.
I just like the fact we got 4 yards on the first down, giving us second on a long 7.
It's usually a play that gives us net yards.
It does.
It's one of those plays.
But it makes that second down call a little easier, too.
So 2nd and 7. We're inside the 25-yard line. Snap of the football, turn, spin, and it is Clint Wells getting down to the 21. Gain of about 4. A couple of yards shy of converting. It will be third down for Little Giants offense here. So we're getting down to the start of this fourth quarter.
3rd and a long 2.
Got to convert here, Bob.
This
is a huge part of the game here.
You've got to make the right play call, but you got to execute that play call too.
See what the Little Giants have. See where Nathan Lucas lines up. Right side, tight end, wing, Yerbick and Smith, the blocker. Fakes it.
You got to cut it.
Watt, and that's Dylan Walton, turns the corner. He stepped by one guy, gets inside the 10.
That's how you cut it, Leon, right there.
He did a good job galloping off the right side. Dylan Walton for the Little Giants there. Good job by the sophomore.
That's a big 13-yard gain and a Little Giant first down.
You see, he really did a good job cutting. Where did he cut, Mom? At the numbers and then outside. Went to the numbers and the outside. Big job there in the conversion. Now it's 1st and goal at the 8 for the Little Giants.
Yes, that was a big play.
Down 10-6 here. A couple of minutes into this fourth quarter.
They got to get Dylan off the field, man. He's a little wobbly, I guess.
Yep. Took a pretty good hit out there.
He did, too.
So Dylan said he took one to the head there. So they'll have that. They have a protocol dealing with the concussion here. So we'll
whenever they
address
see something
that.
in question, they can make the call and send the player off the field.
So Coach Cody Myers have a little chat with the official there. So now 1st and goal at the 8. They put in Ethan Magnuson. Little Giants down in this one, 10-6. Pivotal part of the game here in the Mid-Illini opener from Ron Fahnestock Field.
Keep the drive going.
Little Giants will work up in the hash mark to the right side. A lot of folks are up. Got the cowbell going. Single back. That's Mags. Snap with the football. Wells leading the way. Magnuson blocks. Wells turns it up. He gets to the 5. Nice job by Clint Wells. It's like a surgeon out there, Bob. You see him fight his way behind that block. Mags had to hustle to get on the edge out here.
Boy, Mags with a bulldozer. I'll tell you what, he made 3 blocks.
Once he got out to this side here, then Clint Wells felt his way up and cut it inside.
A nice 2-man game.
Yep. Just outside the 5. 2nd and goal at the 6.
7th play of the drive.
2nd and goal at the 6. Out of the gun again. Snap of the football. Wells plows his way to the left side. He dives in. Touchdown, 6 yards. Clint Wells. Right behind Jorgensen. Petty up front. 6-yard run by Clint Wells. Attaway Clinton gets the Little Giants back to a 12-10 lead. It'll be interesting to see what we do with the PAT here. See what happens here.
Looks like we're going for the extra point.
So 9:25 of the 4th. 6-yard run by Clint Wells. It'll be out of the hole to Drake Yerbick. And Jesse Theobald will try for a PAT. He's 3 of 8 on the year. And he knocks it through. PAT is added. Little Giants now lead in this one 13-10 with 9:25 left in our 4th. Back to kick it off in the opening night of the Mid-Illini Conference, up by 3 in the 4th quarter, back in 30 seconds.
Helping bring you this event, Sedgwick Funeral Homes, located in Bartonville, Farmington, and in Canton. By Remax Traders Unlimited, Susie McMillan, your agent. Spooniver Animal Clinic, located on the north edge of Canton. By Stereo Village, located on South 4th Avenue. Canton Wesley United Methodist Church, located on North Avenue A in Canton, and Spooniver Home Health, Quality Disposal, and Quality Roll-Off.
Here in the 4th quarter is brought to you by Ray Rickenall, Walter Brown, 6'4", 6180. 6-yard run by the QB, Clint Wells. It's his 2nd of the night. PAT was added by Jesse Theobald. It's 13-10. Bobby, what's the number of yards and the drive?
That was a 7-play drive going 56 yards in 2 minutes, 35 seconds.
Masterful the way that was run, and a big run. Can't look by the fact that Dylan Walton's 13-yard run really set us up in that goal situation.
Well, I like we used one of Washington's strengths, the power game.
There we did.
Showed them their own medicine.
So Little Giants now with a 13-10 lead.
Nice kick.
Nice kick by Jesse Theobald from the 10. On the return to the hash mark to the near side, diving across the pile to the 30. On the return by Washington, that was Josh Schellenberg. So Washington will have it at their 30-yard line. Don't forget, coming up Busy part of our post-game show. It's brought to you by Monocle's Pizza, home of the family pleaser. Dine in, carry out, or delivery. Perfect post-game stop at 135 North 5th in Canton. Exciting start to the Mid-Illini Conference. Oh, yeah, 13-10. The Little Giants on a touchdown. PAT was added. We regained the lead.
Another big drive here, Leon.
So Washington with the possession here.
Boy,
we'll see what the defense is able to do here.
3 and out would be fantastic right now.
In the game, Louis Ibarra. Remember the guy I told you about, Bob? He's playing one of the corners here to the near side. Inside, a handoff gets by one man. Nathan Lucas there. Hauls him down. Sam Walter didn't allow him to turn the corner. Good job there on the pursuit by Nathan Lucas.
We kept pushing him to the outside, Leon. We're able to get that perfect angle, make a tackle for a loss.
Big stop, previous play defensively. Bob swung the pendulum, the momentum back to Little Giants. And then our offense gained control again. Now see what the defense can help us do here.
Just got to keep it.
2nd and 12 now. Clock runs with 8:48 left. You can see a lot of the play call, of course, with Justin Miller, secondary Mike Vollmer. Do a good job in working tandem. Inside, and it's a pass. It goes incomplete. Fisher just fired it down the field, running down to the opposite side. It goes incomplete.
That was going to be like an 8-yard completion, but he threw that thing about 95 miles an hour.
It was a fastball and a little bit low.
That young man has no fingerprints left.
So 3rd down and long.
Wow.
3rd and 12 here. Always be leery with Caleb Fisher, man. I tell you what, his other 2 brothers were class acts too, man. Both of them were really great players. We had a chance to call a couple of different playoff games with both of those guys as well. Here we go, 3rd and 12 for this defense in the 4th quarter.
Crowd getting into it.
Yep. They go a bunch formation here.
Call timeout, Leon.
Yep. Timeout taken by Coach Darryl Crouch and the Washington Panthers. Little Giants have on their feet. Timeout taken here. Little Giants 13-10. The key 3rd down and 12 when we return to Memorial Stadium in 30 seconds.
Helping bring you this event, Monocle's Pizza, located on North 5th Avenue in Canton. In Canton, we deliver. The Bank of Farmington, with locations in Farmington and in Canton. Canton Napa, located on North 1st Avenue. Big Horse Vineyard, located near Lewistown. Lambs of God Daycare and Preschool, located on North Avenue A. And M. Bixler Video Productions, located in Canton.
Here's the scenario, 3rd down and 12, Washington. Offensively, Little Giants defense digging in. Terrific job on the night tonight. Gave up an early touchdown run and a field goal in the 2nd quarter, and that's been it. Both teams were shut out in the 3rd quarter. Canton answered here at the beginning of the 4th on a 6-yard run by Clint Wells after a 7-play drive. They lead it 13-10. Little Giants defense and home crowd dialing it up here. Fisher looking down the field and a catch up the opposite side and goes out of bounds. A grab there by Logan Klein. It was a cross and kind of a shallow route up at the opposite side, and they convert for a 1st down up to the 45. Big time play by their junior QB, Caleb Fisher.
That was a big time catch too. In stride.
Yeah, Logan Klein, and he really had to pedal to get there where the ball was thrown.
It's all right.
Important here, if you can really run some time off the clock and not allow them to score here, would be huge.
It would be.
Inside handoff, it goes to Walter. He goes to the mid-50-yard line.
Let's give him
about 5.
I don't know where they're spotting. You're going to give him 6.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yep, 6. They did give him that little extra thing to about the 49 in Canton territory. Clock here at 8:10 left. Little Giants defense steps up. Out front there, you got Cameron Oatman.
And you know Washington's what they want to do is they want to run some time, but get some points on the board. Put the pressure on us offensively.
Garrett, Nathan Petty, Micah Barnhart up front defensively. Sneak up the ends. 7:47 under the center. Fisher inside, a quick give. Not much of a gain, a couple of yards.
He might have got
That is Doer.
I'll give him 1.
Yep. So Doer, number 34, with the carry there. So it gives him 1. So it'll be 3rd down. They need to get to the 45. So about 3 yards. Will be about 3rd and 3.
It's a long 3, too,
Yep.
where they got the ball positioned.
Right. So play clock here is at 16. They're still relaying the play. Single receiver, under center, fullback, tailback, receiver to the opposite side of the field. 7:05. Little Giants lead it 13-10. Inside the read, the option, Caleb Fisher. He gets the first down.
Yeah, give him 4.
He's a sly guy, isn't he? Wow. He just reads that end, and he kept the read option. Caleb Fisher's had a big night running the football in critical times. I will say that, Bob. That's one of the most important things.
And that's all he was looking for, Leon, was the first down to keep that clock running.
With 6:55 here.
The 7th play of the drive.
In a tight game, at a battle on the opening night of the 36th season of the Mid-Illini. 13-10. Receiver, that's Ludoff to the near side, matched up against Ibarra. Under center, Caleb Fisher. Snap of the football. Tailback gets it. Stacked up. Good job interior that time by the Little Giants.
That was Schellenberg with the carry, Leon.
Bryce Adams with the stop.
Give him
See number
1.
32 out there. So again, Josh Schellenberg, the senior. So a 1 yard, and it's 2nd and 9. Now it's 6:17. Well, we need a big play here. Fumble will look great.
A turnover, yeah.
Any kind of a turnover.
A sack.
They make few mistakes, though. They're well schooled.
They are.
Under center, Caleb Fisher. Turns, play action, rolled. Flips a pass, it's incomplete. Incomplete. It was intended for Brendan Doer out of the backfield. So it puts them in a 3rd down and long.
But they had that last time, too, with Fisher, and look what he did.
Yep. Got it to Klein.
Got to be prepared.
So you know the same kind of scenario is coming here. Same kind of play call. We're going to be looking what they're going to do. That shallow route or underneath route, right?
First thing you do is read the quarterback.
Yep. So 3rd and 9 with under 6 minutes left in our game. Play called. Darryl Crouch on the opposite side. Decked out in orange and the brown shorts on the opposite side. 3rd and 9 now in the 4th. They work it out of the gun. Single back. Snap of the football. Fisher pass protection. Fires it. Incomplete. Incidental contact. No penalty. Threw a right in between, so it'll be 4th down.
Now here, do they go for it, or do they try and punt it and kick us back into our own end zone and let their defense try and make a stop?
They are the 2-time champions here. The last couple of seasons, they will probably go for it.
They're going for it.
Yep. 4th down coming up.
As of right now, they are.
13-10, Little Giants trying to hang on here. 5:53 left. They have the football at the Canton 43. They need to get the ball inside the 35.
10th play of the drive.
So 4th and 9. Little Giants. And again, they'll send receiver Williams.
Timeout, Washington.
So I had 4 receivers set. We'll take a timeout as well. Step aside here. Game on the line here, but 5:53 to play. Little Giants 13, Washington 10. Back here in the 4th quarter in 30 seconds.
Helping bring you this event, Sedgwick Funeral Homes, located in Bartonville, Farmington, and in Canton. By Remax Traders Unlimited, Susie McMillan, your agent. Spoonerver Animal Clinic, located on the north edge of Canton. By Stereo Village, located on South 4th Avenue. Canton Wesley United Methodist Church, located on North Avenue A in Canton. And Spoonerver Home Health, Quality Disposal, and Quality Roll-Off.
There we go at 5:53. Timeout taken was by Washington.
Yeah, they have 1 left.
Okay, what's the Little Giants status on that as well, Bobby?
We've got a full complement in the second half.
Okay, all right. Critical here. Caleb Fisher, the junior QB, digs in. 4th and 9 from our 43. Here it comes out of the gun. Single back. They roll him out. Here comes the pressure. Fisher fires the pass. He dives, and he makes the catch. They make the catch to this near side. The catch by Ludoff at about the 30. I'll tell you what, where did he dive? They give him an extra
Give him 11.
Extra yard, so it got the first down on the dive there by Ludoff. 5:47, a diving catch here by Ludoff. Now they convert 1st and 10. Under the center is Fisher. Inside the handoff, turns, spins, and Walter trips up.
Yeah, Bryce Adams again.
Bryce Adams with the interior stop there.
Boy, he has made a bunch of tackles on the interior tonight.
So 4th down and they convert. Big play there.
No gain for Walter.
That was about the 5:40 mark, so they continue on this drive with 5:24. 13-10, Little Giants with the lead. And Washington now with a 2nd and 9. Boy, they just find a way to come up with key plays. Fisher through running opportunities and key catches by Ludoff and Klein in this drive. Turns, and they continue to pile it down about the 25. About a 3-yard gain. So again, the Little Giants defense. And at this point here, Bob, we were talking about 3rd down. And let's see, hopefully they've rotated enough we're not worn down. Because this has been a long, very difficult drive for the defense to kind of fight their way through here. Game on the line, no doubt. 4:34 to go. 3rd and 7. Snap of the football. Fisher, quick pass, outlet, a catch and a screen. Catch off the outside, and they're going to go in for a touchdown.
26 yards.
26 yard of the connection. Out there to Klein. It's almost one of those illegal screens there, Bob, when the guy sets out there. But a 26-yard pass. Then went from Fisher. And again to Klein. Fisher to Klein. We talked about Klein being one of those guys that had a big catch, but none bigger in that drive there. 26-yard pass. PAT will come out of the hold of Fisher at 4:20 left. Boy, that's a tough one. A big diving catch to this near side by Ludoff. Kept the drive going. Now at the PAT coming up. And again, it will be Cal DeBoeuf. Again, out of the hole to Fisher. Snapper is Punk. Trying to add to their lead. 16-13. Placement is down. Boot is through the uprights. PAT is good. Washington 17. Little Giants 13. Still with 4:20 remaining. Our kickoff back here in the 4th quarter with Washington now retaking the lead back in 30 seconds.
Helping bring you this event, Monocle's Pizza, located on North 5th Avenue in Canton. In Canton, we deliver. The Bank of Farmington with locations in Farmington and in Canton. Canton Napa, located on North 1st Avenue. Big Horse Vineyard, located near Lewistown. Lambs of God Daycare and Preschool, located on North Avenue A. And M. Bixler Video Productions, located in Canton.
Back here at 4:20 remaining. Again, the Fisher to Logan Klein, 26-yard pass connection. PAT was good. They lead at 17-13. And again, see if Canton can get a nice return here. Then the kickoff again will be DeBoeuf. Number 8 will kick it off from the 40. The Giants have a couple of return people back inside the 10. And here we go. Well, the short-lived lead for the Little Giants. Pop up to this near side on the bounce at about the 17. They corral it. Ball's knocked loose. Comes loose, and Washington has it at the 20. Ball come loose. It was knocked loose. It went down. I don't know if it ever went out of bounds. They recovered it. And it looked like Cam Boers, I believe 22, recovered that. So again, Little Giants fumble on the return. And they give Washington the football back with 4:15 inside the 20. That's a huge mistake here. Turnover, big. Fumble return, fumble on the kick return. So again here with 4:15, 17-13. Any other finals there, Vic? You got a couple of finals I got a chance to read here real quick. Here's a couple of finals. Knoxville beat Rushville Industry 44-22. Farmington shuts out Illini West 50-0. West Prairie Bushnell 55, Havana 12, and Elmwood Brimfield 66, Peoria Heights 12. Those are some of the finals. They dive, and it gets inside about the 7-yard line, and it is Sam Walter with the carry there. That's unfortunate. He would have had the football, and then the ball was knocked loose, protecting that on the return. And then Washington gets it now, 2nd and goal from the 2.
That should be a first down. They got 11 yards.
Oh, yeah. So it's I see it over there now. Yeah. Way over on the opposite side there, way down to the...
Yeah, first and goal at the 8.
So first and goal at the 8 now.
They're just going to let the clock run.
So again, the play clock down to 2, down to 1. They get the snap of the football. Turning the corner, Walter, and he goes inside the 4.
Gain of 4.
So a gain there by Sam Walter, the junior. This is a game you'll look back, and it's it's a very struggle defensively. And the Little Giants finally got a little bit of a play and then just can't get the football back.
Well, my keys in the game were for us to keep the ball out of their hands offensively and then not turn the ball over, and the turnovers have really bit us tonight.
Yep. So again, under center would be Fisher. He'll run down the play clock. When it gets all the way down to about a 3, he'll snap the football. He does. He lunges. Fisher dives to near the goal line.
Give him 3.
So a carry of 3. And the game clock at 2:51 here in the 4th quarter. Lead at 17-13. Washington at advantage. And again for Washington.
I'm pretty sure you're going to see a straight-up power run play here.
They know messing around, man. They got the key turnover they needed. The fumble on the kick return. 2:27. Fisher works from under center. Play clock at 3. He dives, the push from behind, and he gets into the end zone. 1 yard. 1 yard run by Fisher. Again, the QB adds to the Washington lead now. 23-13 with 2:17 left here in the 4th quarter. I just took the air out of this Week 3 stadium here tonight. That's just a dagger, man. Mistakes you just cannot make when you want to play for a championship and want to compete at this level. Little bitty things. Out of the hole to Fisher. PAT by DeBoeuf is good. So they come up. It's almost a turnaround what we saw last year at their place, Bob. They scored these kind of back-to-back scores in between turnovers. Big 26-yard pass play, and then the fumble on the kick return. And they go again on the drive. 1 yard run finished off by Fisher. And they lead it now 24-13. Back with a kickoff from Memorial Stadium in 30 seconds.
Helping bring you this event, Sedgwick Funeral Homes, located in Bartonville, Farmington, and in Canton. By Remax Traders Unlimited, Susie McMillan, your agent. Spoonerver Animal Clinic, located on the north edge of Canton. By Stereo Village, located on South 4th Avenue. Canton Wesley United Methodist Church, located on North Avenue A in Canton. And Spoonerver Home Health, Quality Disposal, and Quality Roll-Off.
Buff will kick off from the 40. And they'll kick it, and there's a penalty marker. It could have been offside. Run offside on their kickoff.
I seen DeBoeuf took like an extra step and it threw the gunner's kind of offside there a little bit.
Well, a key stretch of this game, Bob, they've made a couple of key plays, keeping drives going, key pass play. Fisher has extended plays with his leg, a couple of plays to Klein, Ludoff was a huge play. The diving catch to this near side. Those again, he threw them just a perfect spot. And again, they were able to convert on a couple of scores in between a kick return fumble.
Winning teams make big plays, and right now they've made a couple more than we have.
And Little Giants go on the road to Pekin next week. We'll be in the dugout.
You want to call it that?
Hope they've cleaned it up by the coming season.
Pennywise might be in there.
With 2:17s, 24-13 here.
I know the dust is old enough in there, older than me and you.
And here it comes, the kickoff from the 45. And they return here.
That's Dylan.
And again, Dylan Walton stumbled, and he's still trying to run to the right side. Penalty marker goes down. Up to about the 27 on the return there by Dylan Walton and the Little Giants.
Probably on us blocking the back, I would imagine.
It usually happens trying to string out a play on the run and return
the outside,
there. So penalty marker down there. 2:09 left. We'll have all of our stats, final scoring, coming up on the Little Giants postgame show, brought to you by Monocle's Pizza. Perfect postgame stop at 135 North 5th. And Canton will have the coach's interview with Cody Myers, brought to you by Big Rack Steakhouse.
Foul.
All right.
Against Washington.
So a personal foul here. 2:09, still time left in this game. Down 24-13. Need something big to happen here quickly for the Little Giants. Haven't been on the field for quite a time. From the 40, Little Giants snap of the football. Wells rolls from the pocket. You've got to get out of there, chased. Now he heaves it down the field. Got, again, a reach over the back there. He had all over the back there was Sam Walter defending Drake Yerbig.
But you still got to go fight for the football, though, and not look at the officials waiting for the call. I understand there might have been some pushing and shoving there, but you still have to go after the ball.
And you had Walter never turn the head around, though.
Right, but all it is is a 15-yard penalty.
Yep.
If you fight for the football and try and make the catch,
they're going to not look at it, right?
You're going to gain about 65 yards.
So it goes incomplete.
Simple math.
So the clock here at 2:02 left. Washington and a couple of late scores here after they converted on a long drive. And the Little Giants will go with two receivers and a tight end. Clint Wells from the pocket floats it out here, incomplete. I don't know what he was looking down the middle of the field. It goes incomplete. That stops the clock with a minute 57 with a third down call. Wells comes to the near sideline. Coach Cody Myers will give him a play here. Once they get back, set the football down. And the play clock will begin as well. There they go. That will begin with the snap of the football with the game clock.
When you're a running offense, it makes things a little difficult when you got 3rd and 10, less than 2 minutes, trying to get 2 scores.
Here it comes. Third down from the 42-yard line of the Little Giants. Pass protection, he's fighting for it. And in and out through the hands to the opposite side for Blake Poston. Incomplete near midfield. So 4th down for the Little Giants here. Dylan Walton comes to the near sideline.
Clint's 0 for 6, passing the ball in the second half.
We've had some opportunities to go down the field. He had Nathan Lucas open, connected with him. Dylan Walton will bring a play in. Play clock is under 17. He brings the huddle. This is a 13-10 Little Giant lead with 9:25. And then, of course, 4th down, and they convert. Then after that, a big pass play, a turnover, they score again. Drake Yerbig, and again, he was nailed on the pass attempt.
It's a hole, Leon, so whatever would have happened wouldn't have counted.
So Cam Boris was charging hard on the...
They'll probably decline it.
Yep.
Get the ball on downs.
Wing back option there, pass. So again, it'll be taking over on downs, so will be Washington. but could not convert, and it'll be Washington football here with a minute 47. This is one of those games. It's not a seizing kind of an ending kind of a defeat here, Bob, and that's the way you have to keep it in reality check. You played with a very good football team tonight, 3 quarters plus, toe-to-toe, and had the lead. That's the thing. And let it slip away at the end here. It's frustrating, and I know a lot of these seniors really
it's kind of hurt a little bit.
have not beaten Washington, and in their career.
There's a lot of other schools that can say the same thing, though, too.
Inside, and Walter a handoff, and he runs it up a couple of yards. He gets it to about the 37 on a carry there. Gained about 4-yard gain plus. Clock continues here at minute 32. We'll have our post-game show. It's brought to you by Monocle's Pizza. Some of that scoring results. Vic will have those all tabulated. We're ready to go. Our game-changing player performance brought to you by Advanced Rehab Sports Medicine of Canton. They fix sports injuries, 649-1572. Minute 9, clock runs. Full complement in the backfield under center. It is Fisher, inside handoff. And again for the line of scrimmage.
Walter.
Steady diet of number 1 tonight, Sam Walter. Well, the running of Walter, QB, couple big plays there by Fisher tonight. They've been a tough tandem to kind of handle tonight there, Bob.
Yeah.
Under 55 seconds here.
Yep, 2 plays and all they're going to have to run.
So first down for the Washington offense, and they'll go with that
victory formation.
They'll snap the football, play clock at 6. Snap the football with, again, down to 2. He'll take a knee. It'll become second down with 30 seconds. The clock runs here. Tough game tonight here at home.
That should do it.
Let a 13-10 lead slip away late in the game. They had a critical drive. They finished off a couple of key plays. The turnover, the extra touchdown, and Washington knocks off the Canton Little Giants in week 3 to begin our conference season. Washington 24, the Little Giants 13. We'll recap all the stats for you, the scoring. Look at the game stats, all the scoring updates, all that for you. A visit with the head coach. Coming up on the Monocle's Pizza post-game show. It's live next. Streamed online, 1560 WBYS.com. Back for more from Ron Fahnestock Field in 2 minutes.
Helping bring you this event, Sedgwick Funeral Homes, located in Bartonville, Farmington, and in Canton. By Remax Traders Unlimited, Susie McMillan, your agent. Spoonriver Animal Clinic, located on the north edge of Canton. By Stereo Village, located on South 4th Avenue. Canton Wesley United Methodist Church, located on North Avenue A in Canton. And Spoonriver Home Health, Quality Disposal, and Quality Roll-Off. Helping bring you this event, Monocle's Pizza, located on North 5th Avenue in Canton. In Canton, we deliver. The Bank of Farmington, with locations in Farmington and in Canton. Canton Napa, located on North 1st Avenue. Big Horse Vineyard, located near Lewistown. Lambs of God Daycare and Preschool, located on North Avenue A. And M. Bixler Video Productions, located in Canton.
I'm Jason. I'm 32, and my risk for stroke is increased by 5 times because of an irregular heartbeat called atrial fibrillation, or AFib. Because of my young age, I'm not a typical AFib patient.
And I'm Pat. I'm 62, and I'm a 2-time stroke survivor with AFib, which is most common in older people.
Together, we are faces of AFib and stroke.
Telling our stories might help save a life.
Take action today by talking with a healthcare professional about your risk and visit stroke.org to learn more.
Back here to get to our post-game show. It's brought to you by Monocle's Pizza. It's the home of the family pleaser. 647-1127. And the perfect post-game stop at 135 North 5th in Canton. Folks, file out of here. A tough one to lose. Let it slip away at the end. Big drive that Washington was able to convert. And then a key turnover, Bob. That kind of sealed it for Washington. And the fate of the Little Giants in this opening night of this Mid-Illini Conference, 24-13. So it's a tough one to kind of get to the end of the game there and not finish off leading 13-10 heading into that fourth quarter.
It is. I think if you want to look at this game from start to finish, I thought we played toe-to-toe with them in the first half. And, you look at the second half, the key fumble on the kickoff return and, them getting 6 points off of that. And another thing for me is we barely had the ball offensively in the second half. Their 2 touchdown drives, and I can tell you real quick, let me look at it real quick, Leon. And in the second quarter, it was a 12-play, 98-yard drive, almost 6 minutes. In the fourth quarter, the first drive, 13 plays, almost 5 minutes and 10 seconds. Then you had that 4-play drive, but it took over 2 minutes. It's stuff like that that keeps the ball out of your hands and makes it tough to win at home or on the road.
And and our defense deserved a better fate.
They played their butts off.
Yeah, they did. They really did a great job in keeping us in this game. Final tonight as the Washington defeats the Canton Little Giants 24-13. We'll get to our scoring drive recap, and throughout the season it's brought to you by Country Financial, Ray Rickino, Walter Brown. It's the agents at 48 West Locust in Canton. Call Ray or Walter at 647-6180. Here's how the game began tonight. 3 and out, Washington went the punt. 4th down, no conversion, Canton. Washington would take over. Again, it would be a 4-play drive, 60 yards it would cover, a minute 40. And again, Sam Walter, 49-yard run tonight. PAT was good by DeBoeuf, and it was Washington 7-0. Right back, Canton would answer on a 5-play, 80-yard drive. A 31-yard run by Clint Wells. No good on the 2-point conversion. That was 2:24 of the first quarter. That's the way that quarter would come to an end, 7-6. Washington would go 3 and out, and Canton threw an interception, was picked by Washington. Again, Washington would have the possession begin the second quarter. They go 3 and out and punt. A key punt by Nathan Lucas for the Little Giants. And again, that one drive you referred to, Bob, again, that they ended up getting a 22-yard field goal. And again, it was by Basso, Joe Basso. That was 2:12. And again, Little Giants trailed in the action 10-6. And that's the way we would go into halftime. No scoring teams. Washington, again, they would have the football a couple of times in that third quarter. Little Giants had it 3 times. 3 and out, a punt, 3 and out, and a punt. So neither team were able to gain much of advantage after 3 quarters, 10-6. Little Giants then went on a 7-play drive, 56 yards. Clint Wells, a 6-yard run at 9:25. PAT was good at added by Jesse Theobald. Little Giants up at that point, feeling real good about ourselves, 13-10. Then another long drive by Washington. And numerous times we had him 3rd and 9, Bob. 3rd and 9 on 2 separate occasions. One, Logan Klein, a shallow route. He made the completion, converted on that on the conversion there to a first down. And, of course, the big catch to the sideline by Cole Ludoff was huge. And then they finish it off with a pass play, Fisher to Logan Klein, a 26-yard pass. And a PAT was added, 17-13, and then disaster struck. Kickoff return, a fumble by the Little Giants. Gives it right back to Washington, and they would punch it in 1 yard out by quarterback Fisher. PAT was added. And our final score here tonight, 24-13. As we mentioned, the early game tonight, that went to Washington over the Canton freshmen, 34-6. Those are some of the other scores. Good luck tomorrow. IESA softball semifinals, 10 o'clock over here at the complex. Morton will take on the number 1 seed Farmington Central. And then at 12:15, East Bureau takes on Canton. Ingersoll girls, they're the number 2 seed. Should be good two good softball junior high matchups tomorrow here over the CHS softball complex. We've got a few finals. Vic, we got everything almost final in the Mid-Illini. We'll get to
change here.
Okay, so it's early fourth, Morton 35.
No.
All right. Then change it where I can read it then. So, all right, we'll take a quick break here. We'll recap some of the other scores, get things rolling. We'll have the stats. More coming up, a visit with the head coach, Cody Myers. All that for you coming up on the Monocle's Pizza post-game show when we return to Memorial Stadium after a 24-13 loss. Back here in 90 seconds.
Helping bring you this event, Sedgwick Funeral Homes, located in Bartonville, Farmington, and in Canton. By Remax Traders Unlimited, Susie McMillan, your agent. Spoonerver Animal Clinic, located on the north edge of Canton. By Stereo Village, located on South 4th Avenue. Canton Wesley United Methodist Church, located on North Avenue A in Canton. And Spoonerver Home Health, Quality Disposal, and Quality Roll-Off.
Why would you bully me?
Why would you bully me?
Why would you bully me?
Because it makes you feel cool? Because I'm different?
Do I touch a nerve?
Does making me feel bad make you feel good?
Why?
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 Bullying hurts. Bullying abuses. Bullying kills. Why would you bully me?
Helping bring you this event, Monocle's Pizza, located on North 5th Avenue in Canton. In Canton, we deliver. The Bank of Farmington, with locations in Farmington and in Canton. Canton Napa, located on North 1st Avenue. Big Horse Vineyard, located near Lewistown. Lambs of God Daycare and Preschool, located on North Avenue A. And M. Bixler Video Productions, located in Canton.
Fulton County Nursing and Rehabilitation Center. And again, it's to let the rehabilitation therapy team at Clayburgh get you back home, 785-5012. Finals tonight in the Mid-Illini. It was Washington defeating the Canton Little Giants 24-13. East Peoria, a win at Limestone tonight, 22-6. Also a final tonight, it was Dunlap 37, Pekin 21. That's a final. Just scoring, Morton added to their lead. Early fourth quarter, Morton 43, Metamora 28. That's a tonight that could send Metamora to an 0-3 start in the conference. Lewistown 46, South Fulton 18. Also tonight, Abington Avon 37, North Fulton 14, Knoxville 44, Rushville Industry 22. In the Prairie Land, Farmington shuts out Illini West 50-0. West Prairie Bushnell win 55-12 over Havana. Elmwood Brimfield 66, Peoria Heights 12. Again, though, so I will recap some of the other scores, but again, winners tonight. East Peoria beat Limestone 22-6, Dunlap 37, Pekin 21, and late in the fourth quarter, Morton 43, Metamora 28. Visit with the head coach, Cody Myers, is up next on our post-game show. It's brought to you by Big Rack Steakhouse, North Main in Canton. Do a quick lunch at the Soup and Salad Bar every day at Big Rack Steakhouse in Canton. Tough battle tonight here, Cody, and down to last when we had a 13-10 lead and then let it slip away at the end there. And I know it's a tough one to kind of have to let slip away here at home tonight. So again, another game we got to kind of rebound and bounce back and get ready for Pekin, but hard-fought game, both these teams.
Yeah, we lost to a great football team tonight, and there's nothing you could do but tip your hat to them. Yeah, did we make some mistakes at the end? In a football game, you're always going to be able to circle a couple of them for the losing team. What I'm proud of is how hard our kids played.
Yeah.
There was not a play tonight where they weren't out there communicating, loving each other, and giving it everything they've got. They're going to make it far doing that. Does the loss stink? Sure. That's the hardest post-game talk I've ever had to give. Mm-hmm. We've been so blessed here the last few years to win every single close game we've had in miraculous fashion, in ways that you only see in movies. It's been crazy. We've been blessed, and now we finally lost.
a close one.
Yeah, and you wonder how is the team going to respond, right? I mean, what do you do in practice this week, getting back? And I know these guys, they will. They'll be back and hungry and ready to bounce back here, and it just shows you the caliber of football you have to be able to play. Now, you have to be able to sustain really strong four quarters in our conference.
It's one of the best teams in 5A every single year. The Darryl Crouch coach teams from Washington. You know when you see that on the schedule that that's going to be a huge battle, and our kids are going to be sore and they're going to be beat up. But Darryl would tell you the same thing about his group. They're both out there playing hard. So we've got to find a way to rebound and get ready to get on that bus and go over to Pekin next week.
Really could not get a lot of consistency offensively tonight. Could never get in a real good rhythm, could we? I mean, it's just the thing, and letting them a lot of credit. I thought they did a pretty good job interior tonight. Did not allow us to do a lot of gains up the middle tonight.
And what I'm about to say is nothing against our offensive line, because I love those guys, man. That without them we wouldn't be anything. But when you go over and you look at the replays of some of the snaps that we had, you see every linebacker doing his job, meeting blocks on the line, making us bounce it elsewhere. You see every lineman squeezing down and controlling their gaps. There's not many places to run it, Leon, when you play good football players. Yeah. And we found that tonight. But, here's the thing that a lot of people, saw watching this. There wasn't a lot of places for them to go either.
Yeah.
That's what good football is all about. And I think everybody here tonight got to see a good football game.
Absolutely.
We just happened to be on the wrong side.
Absolutely. What did you talk to your team about at the end here, in dealing with this loss? We know it's not the end of the world and those type of things, but I know this senior group was really wanting to beat Washington. I know that was one of their main goals and one of the things this season.
Being the defensive coordinator here and, kind of helping out as much as you do as the defensive coordinator, you're always around talking to the kids, especially off to the side. You get a lot of nice private conversations. And, one thing I've stumbled upon is these guys respect the people they're playing. And with that being said, if they play as hard as they play and don't win and they do things right and play the right way and lose, these guys are smart enough that they can tip their cap to those guys. So, I think everybody will be a little bummed out in the city of Canton tonight, but, going forward, we can be proud of the way we played.
Absolutely. And then what did we talk about in the pregame, right? If you played the four quarters, played them hard, played them strong like that, you just tip the cap, and we let a couple of mistakes at the end kind of change the course of this game. But unfortunately for us, we get a chance to bounce back and go on the road to Pekin next week.
There's more football games to be played, and this is one that these kids will remember for the rest of their lives. They had it circled on the calendar. You hate to say it, it's not necessarily a rivalry. They just know how well coached and good Washington is. There's no dislike there. It's a love. They love playing those guys because they know they're gonna challenge them. And our kids went toe to toe with a heavyweight boxer tonight, and they beat them up.
Absolutely.
And they gave it everything they had.
Cody, very proud of the team tonight. I know this is going to be a great character builder as well. This will go a long ways. Sometimes you can learn from some losses, and I know we will, going on the road to Pekin, and looking forward to the week of preparation and getting back to the win column next week at Pekin there.
Yeah, close losses are always going to hurt worse than big ones. Whenever you lose close, that's just a gut-wrenching feeling. So, we're going to hopefully rebound from this and get the boys ready to go for Friday.
All right. We'll see you tomorrow morning. Coaches Roundtable. Look forward to that. We'll chat a little bit tomorrow and get things going back. Good luck this week, Co.
Thank you very much, Leon.
Thank you.
Thanks, Bob.
Cody Myers' post-game interview was brought to you by Big Rack Steakhouse, North Main and Canton. Back with the stats, a recap of that for you. Back here in 2 minutes.
Helping bring you this event, Sedgwick Funeral Homes, located in Bartonville, Farmington, and in Canton. By Remax Traders Unlimited, Susie McMillan, your agent. Spoonerver Animal Clinic, located on the north edge of Canton. By Stereo Village, located on South 4th Avenue. Canton Wesley United Methodist Church, located on North Avenue A in Canton. And Spoonerver Home Health, Quality Disposal, and Quality Roll-Off. Helping bring you this event, Monocle's Pizza, located on North 5th Avenue in Canton. In Canton, we deliver. The Bank of Farmington, with locations in Farmington and in Canton. Canton Napa, located on North First Avenue. Big Horse Vineyard, located near Lewistown. Lambs of God Daycare and Preschool, located on North Avenue A. And M. Bixler Video Productions, located in Canton.
I'm Jason. I'm 32, and my risk for stroke is increased by 5 times because of an irregular heartbeat called atrial fibrillation, or AFib. Because of my young age, I'm not a typical AFib patient.
And I'm Pat. I'm 62, and I'm a 2-time stroke survivor with AFib, which is most common in older people.
Together, we are faces of AFib and stroke.
Telling our stories might help save a life.
Take action today by talking with a healthcare professional about your risk, and visit stroke.org to learn more.
Back here, we're going to wrap things up. Again, some of our stats. Again, post-game stats are brought to you by White Oaks in Canton. Make White Oaks your pregame stop every Friday. $1.75 cheeseburgers, 75-cent fries, 4 till 7. White Oaks, 46 Whitecourt in Canton. Bobby, let's wrap things up with our stats to wrap this up. Week 3, the opening conference lost tonight 24-13.
All right, Leon, for the Washington Panthers, rushing. Josh Schellenberg, 2 carries, 1 yard. Caleb Fisher, 14 carries, 57 yards, 1 touchdown. Brendan Durr, 3 carries, 6 yards. Sam Walter, 23 carries, 128 yards, 1 touchdown. Cole Ludoff, 1 carry, -2 yards. Rushing totals, 42 carries for 190 yards and 2 touchdowns. Passing for the Panthers, Caleb Fisher was 14 of 26, no interceptions, for 174 yards and no touchdowns. Receiving, Cole Ludoff had 5 catches, 34 yards. Garrett Bundy, 1 catch, 9 yards. Brett Williams, 2 catches, 23 yards. Sam Walter, 2 catches, 49 yards. Peyton Newkirk, 1 catch, 9 yards. Logan Klein, 3 catches, 48 yards, and 1 touchdown. Receiving totals, 14 catches for 174 and 1 touchdown. Total offense in the game for Washington. Rushing, 190 yards. Passing, 174. A total of 364 yards. Time of possession, 29 minutes and 45 seconds. For the Canton Little Giants, rushing, Drake Yerbick, 4 carries, 13 yards. Clint Wells, 10 carries, 70 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Ethan Magnuson, 6 carries for 7 yards. Dylan Walton, 4 carries, 23 yards. Jake Smith, 1 carry, 3 yards. Rushing totals, 25 carries for 116 yards and 2 touchdowns. Passing for the Little Giants, Clint Wells was 4 of 14, 1 interception for 115 yards and no touchdowns. Drake Yerbick was 0 for 1 with his only attempt. Passing totals, 4 out of 15, 1 interception for 115 yards, no touchdowns. Receiving, Nathan Lucas, 3 catches, 115 yards. Ethan Magnuson, 1 catch, 9 yards. Receiving totals, 4 catches for 115 yards and no touchdowns. Total offense for the Little Giants, rushing, 116 yards. Passing, 115 yards for a total of 231 yards. Time of possession, 18 minutes and 15 seconds.
Quite a distinct difference in the amount of time clocked today. When you talk about possession time, huge swing owned and dominated today by Washington.
Yeah, I mean, we only had the ball for a little over 8 minutes in the second half, and that's out of, 24. So it's going to be hard to win games like that.
Absolutely. Final, again, tonight, the Washington wins 24-13. Other finals tonight, part of our post-game show. They're brought to you by the Clayburgh Fulton County Nursing and Rehabilitation Center. East Peoria beat Limestone 22-6. Dunlap 37, Pekin 21. And late in the game, early fourth quarter, with last score we had Morton 43, Metamora 28. Finals tonight in the Prairieland, Lewistown 46-18 over South Fulton. Abington Avon 37, North Fulton 14, Knoxville 44, Rushville Industry 22. Prairieland Blue tonight. Farmington shuts out Illini West 50-0, convincing fashion. Farmers at 3-0. West Prairie Bushnell 55, Havana 12, and Elmwood Brimfield 66, Peoria Heights 12. A couple other finals tonight. It was Danville over Manual 62-7. Normal West over Champaign Centennial. That was by a score of 48-7. It was Normal Community over Notre Dame 48-22. Peoria High 58, Urbana 8. Anything else there, Bobby, late on that Morton Metamora game there?
Yeah, last I seen was 49-35 with 7:41 to go.
All right, 49-35, Morton leading at Metamora in that game. So that wraps it up. Great job, everybody, tonight in Week 3 for Vic. All great job getting all the scores rounded up for us in our Mid-Illini Conference opener tonight. For Megan, our engineer, back to the studios, Bobby, and again, we'll head on the road. Week 4, we head to Pekin next week, and so we'll have a broadcast for you there. Tomorrow morning, Coaches Roundtable at 9:05, live from Hy-Vee. Illinois, Western Kentucky tomorrow night at 6, kickoff at 7 o'clock, and that'll do it. For MBix for video production down on the field, appreciate the work down there. For Vic, for Megan, Bob, and also for Leon here in the broadcast press box here. The Little Giants lose tonight 24-13. So long and good night. And Week 3, the opener from the conference action tonight from Memorial Stadium. Good night, everybody.